Tonight on an all-new OnPoint Podcast presented by Beer Leagues.
Weather's changing and the whitetail are starting to move.
Game 6, Blue Jays versus Mariners. Everything's on the line. It's their last-ditch effort for another World Series.
It's a busy time of year. How do you manage life, responsibility, and having a good time? Up next on an all-new OnPoint Podcast presented by Beer League Outdoors.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the OnPoint Podcast presented by Beer League Outdoors. If you're not in the pros, you're in the beer
evening,
leagues.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the OnPoint Podcast brought to you by Beer League Outdoors. What's going on, guys? You guys are all so quiet.
It doesn't happen very often.
No, like all of a sudden it just became so quiet in this room.
Right.
Yeah.
What's going on? Let's go around the horn. I'm Ian.
I'm Chris.
Craig.
Jordan.
What's going on, you guys? I got to move back a little bit. I'm in frame.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Man.
What's going on? What's up, everybody? Big game tonight.
Yeah.
We don't want to
yeah.
Let's not talk about it.
No, why? What's wrong?
We
Are you
gotta
getting
talk
nervous?
about it.
Anybody at home? We have get the game on over Jordan's left-hand shoulder, my
left.
right,
Yeah.
his left. We can watch that. We're not allowed to
Jays and Mariners.
hear the audio or the video on that, but
Yeah.
it's on. I think we're watching like the rest of Canada. Go Yankees. Let's be real here.
They're doing great.
Let's be real. If they get by the
They're
Mariners,
doing all right.
They can lose to the Dodgers.
they're not get. Yeah, they'll lose. They can lose to the Dodgers.
Yeah. And the only reason I know that is because of, you guys.
Right?
Yeah. So, what's new and exciting, Craigie, since I saw you last time? Lots of things.
Lots. Working tons.
Mm-hmm.
Getting ready for all of my son's got a follow-up appointment at Sick Kids coming up on the 29th.
Yep.
And regular teenage daughter stuff.
Yep. Drama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Comes with the
just,
territory.
Trying to be a dad,
Yeah.
husband, and
Yeah. All around. Yeah. How about you, Jordan?
Here, give me 1 second, boys.
Yeah.
Yep, and then you're just going to readjust that for my hat's not in the frame, my man. Sorry, I was speaking in code, but it wasn't working.
Your hat looks great.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. It's just covering Craig's face.
You're doing great.
Yeah,
That's a good thing. That's actually a good thing.
it's not a bad thing.
that's kind of funny.
It's by accident.
Yeah, you're pretty to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to cut in there.
No, but yeah, Jordan, how you been? I haven't seen you since we did the 35K,
Yeah, no,
I think.
it's been a long time. Just super busy. Obviously, and we talked about this before. Kids hockey starts, and it's go.
Yeah.
It's 6 days a week.
Yeah.
We got deer season coming up.
We're in deer season.
We're
Yeah,
in
deer season is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's coming up.
Well, yeah. Do you not bow hunt?
I do. It's just a matter of it's seasonally dependent. So
Okay.
right now being it's not cold.
It's getting there.
Oh my God, that is the biggest myth in all of deer hunting.
Yeah, we've talked about
listen to this. Listen. So I will tell you that in San Antonio, it's probably 103 degrees right now, and there is bucks out all day long. That is such.
Texas
That
bucks
is.
with
That
accents.
is. But what?
But do those deer?
So
in
you're
San
telling me
Antonio,
you-
those deer in San Antonio do they frequent the north?
No.
So they're-
but so
I
you're
think they're
telling me when.
They don't have a pass.
So at what temperature? Okay, let's just break. This is a good topic.
Yeah.
At what temperature do
You'll have to
deer
refrain.
deer stop
I know
eating?
not much.
So when it's warm out, the deer don't eat.
They don't wanna
eat.
move, right?
They
It's
don't
not-
eat.
Mm-hmm.
So how do they eat if they don't move?
Osmosis.
They move. Yeah, I think it's more. It's daylight dependent.
So I can tell you, a deer has to eat 5 times a day. He cannot eat.
Fair.
Right?
Fair.
I can tell you that.
But how far are they going
But
to do
here's
that?
the difference. So let's say this table is our property, and this is the bedded area for the buck.
Yep.
And just because he walks from here to here during daylight hours doesn't mean he didn't walk during the day. It just means you weren't on a good spot. If
Fair.
all the fish were caught here and you fished here, right? You could say that there's no fish in the lake. This guy would say, it's the best lake I ever fished. Right? Bucks have to walk. This is the only reason why you see more bucks during the cold weather is because they got to walk around to stay warm.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
they may turn 75 yards of daylight walking in a morning into 150,
Fair.
right?
Fair.
They have to walk during the day. I can tell you that I have pictures every day of deer midday
Oh, I got
for weeks.
I have deer
Yeah.
midday, but they're not bucks. Whether or not they're walking by my
So
cameras.
if you have does on your camera, if you have does on your camera during daylight, does and bucks never hang out together other than the rut.
Well, they're not really hanging
As soon as
they're
they-
getting chased.
As soon as as soon as you're after a year and a half. So if you have tons of does on your camera and no bucks during the day, it's because you're not on the right spot,
True.
right? Does and bucks don't walk on the same trails unless it is during the rut. So like it is a misconception that like the warmth has nothing to. If it could be 35 degrees on November 8th, and those deer will rut. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It's like saying the salmon won't run unless it rains. That's not true at all.
Okay.
The salmon will hold out,
Yeah.
waiting for rain.
For cold water.
No. So there's no. I don't know how to explain this one. Okay,
Well-
so they will wait for the perfect conditions. So let's say we faced a drought this year. It really didn't rain at all, very much in September at all.
Yeah.
Yet the fish still ran. They still have to do their thing.
Of course.
White-tailed deer don't go, well, she's 28 degrees.
Not today.
I'm not doing her. I'm not.
They do
I'm
on my
not breeding.
property. They totally do on my property.
Well, it's
Right?
not that they're not going to move, but there is definitely something to be said that they will move more when it's cold.
Like,
Just to be warm, just to get up and go. But it's not like they're waiting for the temperature drop to, all right, it's time.
I just noticed seasonally over the last, I want to say 10 years.
Okay.
Daylight movement of deer is severely limited, and it's getting limited more that it gets warm. Again, the science behind it, I don't know.
No,
but I'm just
so-
saying, and I have cameras all over, but the warmer it gets, the later in the season, you're not seeing that movement.
Where
and
you
I-
are.
and- yes, where I am, and I have like 6 cameras
Well-
set up. Once it gets below that, let's say 60-degree mark.
So would your cameras?
Canadian.
So would your cameras be on food? Would your cameras be on food?
They're on food. They're
Okay,
on.
so-
They're on scrapes. They're on game trails.
So
They're on
here, how big is the property you're hunting?
45 to 50 acres.
Okay, I can tell you that in 2 days, I found a buck in daylight that I had only knew that he was probably 2 kilometers away, and within 2 days I put a trail camera up, and
He's there.
I could have shot him last night and I messed up. 2 days, and you know what?
So what are you doing tomorrow?
No, to the point now.
Sorry.
Do you know?
I'll be at
And
work.
here is sadly the stupid part of my deer career, and the part that people don't understand. And you know what? In all fairness, a lot of people don't understand. If I would have had that buck last night at 20 yards, I would have passed. Only because he would have been big enough to shoot after November 15th in a second.
Once he ruts up.
But you know what? Ending hunting season on October 19th, not happening. It would have to be a super freak for me to shoot.
You can always buy another tag.
No, you can't.
Wow. You can, but then you got to find somewhere you can bow only hunt in a zone that's already saturated and too close to town to actually hunt, but you can buy a tag.
That's the problem, and this is the part I hate about Ontario.
Oh, you can buy another
why-
tag, for the one field in Markham that you're not allowed to hunt in anyways.
Totally. There's probably 200. I know a bow zone only in Belleville. There's probably 250 doe tags available.
Yeah,
And
you can technically buy a tag for
But you
downtown
can't hunt.
Toronto, but it's part of a WMU.
That's the problem.
That would
This
be an
one
interesting
tag system
hunt, right?
is stupid.
What you hunting?
And here's the big thing too.
Tree stand? No. 14th floor of a condo.
Yeah,
Think of
fire
the
escape.
economics of this. I think that in Ontario they sell around 85,000 deer tags a year.
Yeah,
There's less than 10% of them are filled. So
yeah.
I like it.
Really?
Yeah.
But this is why we
Wow.
do hunter
But
reporting.
why-
This is how we track.
Yeah.
So the M&R, there is ways to get other tags, but it's the world of knocking on doors. We did a video on it.
Yeah.
It is over.
Well,
right?
it's-
It is near. Well, it is over because we, even with the audience, we never had a single reach out.
No.
I got follow-ups to tell us that it was already taken.
Yeah. But you would think that if it was 1985 and you ran a media company and you'd put out into the world that we were looking for somewhere to hunt,
Somebody reach out.
every farmer on the planet,
Yeah.
I can tell you that the zero's the number. I'll guarantee you that even in Northumberland County, there's less properties to hunt than number of hunters to hunt.
Yep.
Right? So it is over in a way because there's
It's a very rare anomaly. Like my first place that I got permission to hunt was from doing that, but it was knocking on 9 doors until I found the person that owned that field.
Well, that's a big problem. And like
Right.
I've gone over this before, is that
It did
1985,
pan out, but I mean,
if there
it's
was 2,000 acres, 20 families own that property.
Yeah.
In 2025, if there's 2,000 acres, one guy owns that property.
Yeah.
And
And it's spoken for.
it's spoken for, probably by the guy who gets the land. So,
And it's coveted now. Like
so here's the thing though. And this is how I think. That's a beautiful buck. He's certainly a good buck. I'm pretty sure that most people would mount him.
Yep.
If I pulled the trigger on it, my learning of deer is over October 19th.
Yeah.
I have to beg somebody to go and party hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Which is not fun and which is not what I want to do. I'm 99% sure. I really want to go and see him up close. I want to have a good look at him. But there's 2.5 months left to learn. Why would you I don't want to I would, if I had 2 tags, would nuke that deer in a second. But you have to. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. We're not even to where we're getting new bucks. He's a resident buck. I knew he was up there.
Yeah.
He's not the one that I really want. No. And you shoot him, and then 2 days later you get a bigger one on camera, and you're done. You have to wait an entire year. And then you know what? To be honest with you, I'd spend all my time chasing them out at places for nobody else could shoot them. Right. I'd honest to God, I'd do a deer drive to run them across onto the no hunt land.
Yeah.
I'm not even, but I'd love
next year.
I'd love to tell you guys differently. I would go around and I would make as much.
It's like a charity deer.
I would make as much scent where I thought he lived as possible. But it'd be only because what are you supposed to do? We don't even have a program here. Let's say you broke your leg and you can't hunt the rest of the year. I can't even use your tag. Right. There's no possible way for me to buy that tag from you.
Is that recently changed, or is
but we're living in the 1940s in Ontario. We're reactive, not proactive, right? What if I shoot a mature deer? Let's say you're in the Michigan. I think it's Michigan or Wisconsin. You have to shoot a doe before you get a buck tag.
Really?
Because they have so many does.
Really?
I'll watch the thing, but we don't have that here. But let's say we incentivize not shooting little deer, and if you shoot a mature deer and you take it, let's say, just because I'm using East Hill, I'm not asking East Hill to do this, but let's say you had weigh-in stations like that, or Getting on Sports, a sales parking lot.
Yeah.
I take the buck to the parking lot. I said, here I shot a mature 8-pointer, and somebody signs off, and now I can buy another tag. But if you shoot a young deer and you don't get another tag.
If it doesn't,
do you get what I mean?
Great.
I'll bet you of those 85,000 tags, 70,000 of them hunt for 3 days during the gun hunt. Why can't we force mandatory reporting a week after the gun hunt? And then let's say 40,000 guys say, I'm done for the year and I'm not going to use my tag. Why wouldn't the M&R take 10% of those tags and resell them?
And reissue.
Like
Absolutely.
buck tags.
Oh,
yeah.
And then double dip on the money.
Bodies, man. By the time, and I agree with you 100%. But by the time you reported that, it went through some database. Somebody signed off on it, went up to a manager.
Oh,
yeah. You know, gun hunt's over. You're looking at February 3rd before you even.
Well, that's the problem, though.
Yeah.
Right?
If you did
It's
mandatory
bodies.
reporting,
So
ahead
why
of time,
why wouldn't we hustle up some money here, though? I would buy 2 more tags.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I would buy.
No, but even
4
if I didn't
tags.
use them, I would just like to continue the game. I wouldn't. Let's say, like my plan in my whole life is to never shoot one smaller than the last one. And at some point here, it's going to get trickier and trickier.
It's gonna happen.
That's where you move
Right?
I have photos to prove it.
Yeah.
But if I lived in any state in the U.S., I'm pretty sure, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, there's way more opportunities. I saw a thing where Jeff Foxworthy was talking.
Yeah.
They have to kill 250 does off their property every year to sustain the property size versus the deer population.
Wow.
200.
And
250.
He created his own butcher shop,
Yeah.
and he gives most of the meat away. Every deer that is
Holy.
harvested is either donated, given to family members, given to people who live in the area, goes to homeless shelters,
Yeah.
and all they have to do is come pick it up. They do all the work.
And this is
beautiful.
where is this?
Jeff Foxworthy's farm.
No
What
way.
state is that?
I don't know. Tennessee, probably.
Is it, yeah, Tennessee or Kentucky.
But here's the other thing. We went to Knoxville, Tennessee, and we stayed on Mead Lake, maybe, or Lake something, Norman Lake Norman. Marley would know the name in 2 seconds. You would get up in the morning, you could sit on the back deck, and you would see 100 deer.
Yeah, you're tripping.
You
over
would
them.
see bucks like falling over. Like, I get why we don't have that here, but why are we not creating more opportunity? We live like
even just in Michigan, the number of deer is.
It's because of where we. If you had 1,000 acres in Michigan, out of that 1,000 acres, 4 of those farms would be deer management farms, not cattle farms.
Yeah.
We don't do that here. I can think of like 3 or 4 farms inside of 200,000 acres that are manicured with like bedding areas, and we're not there in Ontario where we're CRP like grasses. Like, why wouldn't we be trying to convince some of these farmers and field corners and stuff to grow tall grasses? We're also in Ontario now. We're letting them rip out the fence lines. Yeah, turning big fields into monster fields, and deer can't cross them. Deer will not walk an open field. I will tell you that pinch points. If you have a field, right? Think about this. I'm sorry, I can't. We need an electronic diagrammer. Think about that, where I can draw on like an iPad and we can bring it up on the screen.
He's like a green board.
Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean?
I'm just gonna paint this pretty little.
But if we, I want to be like John Madden and be like the X's and the O's. But let's say, and I'm going to tell everybody here a good secret. If this is a field corner, this is the road. Right? The deer is walking down here. We would think the deer would cross the field. He will not cross the field.
No. He hugs the line.
But the pinch point in that field is the corner. Because no matter where he is, he's going to tight squeeze the corner.
Yeah, he wants somewhere he can go.
So the hunting should be at the corner.
100% it should be at the corner.
That's for him to come to you.
But not on Casey, go lay down.
She's helping.
Yeah, she's going to help knock the whole system over.
Yep.
So let's say it's here, and here's the corner. He will take the path of least resistance, and he will cut that inside corner as tight as he can every single time. Like, if you're a smart, like here, like they don't just. I feel like I'm giving too many secrets away, but like deer stage, like your buck who comes into your bait pile. Like last night, that buck showed up 41, and there's hardly any food there. The food was just there to see if I could like slow somebody down. He checked the scrape twice, mock scrape. He came in at 741. I believe that he was less than 100 yards from me all night.
Oh, probably.
That he was bedded. I think that in my head, I know where he's bedded down, and I'm been thinking. So we did a podcast earlier today, Game Day podcast. Shout out. We're doing more of those. That was super fun.
It was.
And then Chris and I had a siesta because we had a couple hours to kill. Yep. As soon as my head hit the pillow upstairs, trail camera goes off, and it's a deer.
And he messages me. Is this him?
But her head's behind the tree.
Yeah.
Pretty big body.
Good
deer.
body, but
couldn't tell.
Couldn't see.
Right? And it's a big tree, like the only tree in the whole picture. Right?
Of course.
Yeah. So I couldn't sleep because I was laying there, and I'm like,
is it him?
Because I had crossed my mind to, as soon as we were done the Game Day, podcast, to run out of here, jump in my tree, right?
Put a sit in.
Basically, see him go. I could have killed you.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Don't be this stupid.
Good game.
You know what? He's big enough that I might even spook him.
But you know what?
Whistle at him, scare the living snot out of him,
right?
Educate him, and then he'll be on tensed here, because as soon as the gun hunt's over, again, we're going to lose 80% of the hunters.
Yep.
He's got a better chance of making it. Like, if you're not preserving bucks,
and then when the pressure's off,
you're crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Right? Like,
agreed.
But you're also trying something new. Speaking of your stand.
Oh, I bought a tree saddle. So I don't like heights at all.
No, me either.
I don't like heights at all. I will tell you that a 15-foot ladder stand scares the living piss out of me. As soon as I get up there, I feel like I'm coming out of the thing. I do not want to stand up.
Leaves, yeah.
You
don't like the swaying?
Nothing.
The wind picks
but
up?
I can tell you that with a saddle, I go up 25 feet. No, I'm like more sticks. Yeah. That is a way better. Like you don't feel like
you're so
nervous
solid.
at all. You stand. You can do 3. You can shoot anywhere up there.
Yeah.
You can swing around the tree and shoot any direction.
Like shooting with a gun out of the stand.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah. But the gun out of the stand when you're aiming, like you've got from probably 45 degrees.
Yeah.
From the front this way, if you're really leaning and turning, and then everything to your left. For me being right-handed.
Yeah.
But with a bow, like if I'm drawing that. that trunk is right behind me.
Yeah.
You are really limited in a tree stand where you can shoot to. So you got to pick your lanes, and where you set up your stand is going to be very important. With the saddle,
you can't go. You could I was sitting there last night. I could have went to the other side of the tree and shot him.
Yeah.
No problem. One toe. I was the other side of the tree, one toe on my platform, and I was like, "Oh, you're so dead."
Yeah.
Right.
You can see everything. You can also hide because you can move yourself behind the trunk.
I use a double pin on my Hoyt,
you just switched to that last year.
2 years ago, I think. So my top pin, 20 yards. My bottom pin, 35 yards. Mm-hmm. So anything in between there,
you're talking inches.
Yeah.
You basically just have, if he's inside 35, and if he's 38, it's
just cut it
a little high.
Yeah. But also you're shooting down, the amount of drop is a lot less than shooting flat.
True.
Yes. So I hate tree stands, and I love that saddle. In
I
fact,
have to see it to get it.
When I came back downstairs, Chris was still sleeping.
Yeah, it was.
I reorganized my bag so it was ready to go. I even made coffee.
Yep.
I'm ready to go. But I really don't want to shoot.
It's too early.
I want to learn.
Yeah.
I want to go find another one.
You miss out on the season.
I agree.
I want to go find another one. I want to.
So why can't you?
You can.
Why, if you shot this one,
I don't have a tag.
Time.
I can't. I can't even go.
in the bush.
Yeah. What
to do? What?
Watch
Collect
for another
ticks.
one. Run another one out.
Collect ticks.
Not the
Sit and
thing.
learn, though.
Well, you could. I could go and play hockey with a stick and skates. That'd be fun.
Sit and learn, though. Sit and learn, like you said.
Yeah, for
It's not
sure.
in the
But it's not
woods.
the same. And then what happens? You come across a world record, and you film them,
Call your good buddy that's just
Throw
up the
a rock
road.
right?
Come get him.
It's coming to get you, Chris. No, he'd scared across
you
the
hit it
field
with
for
your
him.
Or here's another
If you
thing.
hit it with your
Why
truck, is
don't
it
we?
considered hunting?
Why don't
my
we do?
tag.
Why don't we do a system where
You fill your tag.
you fill your tag, and you're allowed where you're allowed to buy another tag, and if you don't fill your
Before
tag,
a certain date of the year. Before November 1st, if your tag's filled, get another one.
right?
So long as again you pass a threshold, like you're not
You've
hitting a
got one
button
on-
buck.
You've got.
I'm
one
pretty
with you.
sure. I'm
Because I
pretty
think
sure.
there would be abuse on that program.
For sure, but there's already abuse.
But yes, but I see what you
let's
mean.
not
how
exacerbate
many
it.
tags weren't?
yeah.
Giving incentive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear all the time.
Can't-
I don't know how they can tell, but supposedly they can tell if you've printed or photocopied your tag, or
Oh, I'm
Like,
sure.
are you, like-
There's one QR code on it, right? So I mean, as long as
Yeah, the officers can access that
Oh, of course,
database
of
on their
cour's.
phones. Here's your tag if you've copied
so
it. Yeah,
here's
that's
the
right.
here's
It
the
was
plan.
better when it was
And
a
I'm not saying, but here's how they're running the scam. So you take your tag, right?
write this down, people.
Right, but if you make it to the butcher shop,
Oh yeah, before you've cut your tag.
like all you got to do is cut the false.
date.
Like
Yeah.
not even like all you got to do is take the tag that you photocopied.
Yeah.
He's throwing it in the garbage.
Yeah.
Right. There's
the new
so
tag
many
system is
ways to do this.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
It is like
The
so.
old yellow sticky tags.
Honestly, the
beautiful.
only people who are really paying for this system are the honest ones.
Yes.
I'm
like so many things.
if like once again to all the poachers and the people who don't care if they use 12 tags, this just made their life easier.
But yeah, when they switched to this,
100%
it,
Right?
Yeah.
You have one opportunity to print this tag off and then photocopy the hell out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once you shoot an antlerless deer, a buck, you have to have it on your person. You don't actually have to attach
No.
it to said deer. So you can go to the butcher shop or your buddy's garage. As long as it's in your pocket, you're good. And
Yep.
then all of a sudden that
It's a
tag disappears.
terrible-
Yeah.
And then
terrible
guess what? That
system.
tag in that
You used to
little
have to
Ziploc
attach
baggie,
it to the antler and you stick it on there, and
Exactly.
then when you're done. Great.
And
like for cost saving measures, because we don't want to
What's it
print
really
out those
saving
yellow-
us?
Nothing. We're actually
It's costing us more in enforcement.
I bet you we're losing way more deer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Way more deer
100%.
to poaching and,
so,
illegal
and
harvesting.
that's the other thing,
That's the
right?
flip side of it.
Like why are we not trying to get anybody who thinks there's more hunters this year than last year or 10 years ago
Oh, they're joking.
is delusional.
Yeah.
Like that might be the you know what? I can deal with the conversation I had with the lady who told me that only wolves should be able to hunt deer, not people, because people aren't part of nature. I live in a world where
She can have her opinion.
that makes probably more sense to me then what's going on at the M&R office? We're like, is it, and like, is that who's running this system? Because if I was running the M&R,
As she's eating
I would be
a
trying.
Wendy's double burger.
I would be trying to create as much opportunity for Ontario hunters. It's like
For sustainable harvesting.
I would be trying to raise as much money. Like maybe we use all the money from bonus tags if we had that system, and all that money goes to deer research and management and
maybe it
and
does.
tax break. It doesn't
Well,
because there's
look
no
at-
second round of tag sales.
No, I
but
mean
that would be a
with-
good potential
with
use
the
of that
sales
revenue.
of deer tags. Obviously, that money's going somewhere. It's going to
it's going to
conservation
Algonquin
officers.
Park. It's going to the I think there might be 210 now conservation officers in
Yeah.
all of Ontario.
Oh,
Fishy
for sure.
just said on your comments, Guy Fishy.
Yep.
Yeah.
He says we need more COs. Like
Yeah.
a lot.
100%.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We
100%
do.
we do.
There was only like 30 in Ontario.
No, there was
look at-
193 forever.
Yeah.
I was,
really?
I was actually
Okay.
considering doing that because I have an enforcement background.
Yeah, yeah.
The pay is garbage.
Yeah.
There's zero.
I've heard
incentive.
that.
Garbage.
I've heard that.
Zero
I went
incentive.
to,
You have a
um,
huge area to cover.
Yeah.
The pay is garbage. There is zero incentive to do it, other than yes, you work
Bait time
for
in the bush.
government. Yeah, yeah.
Except that every
But other than that-
opener and every deer season, you work.
You're working. You
So
like
you're
hunting?
not
But
going
guess what?
hunting.
No, you're
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and your phone is going off the hook,
All the time.
and you are trudging through the bush. You are there's
But
it's
not
pure
not doing what you
confrontation.
want to do.
With
No.
people with guns.
Yeah.
Every time you go to any of these situations, they have a weapon.
You don't make a lot of
Are
friends.
COs not armed
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
with a
like,
pistol or just
like, would you go to a Kenmount
no?
deer camp at 1 in the morning to find out
look
about
for
a poached
poachers?
deer by yourself?
What's the flashlight for?
I may
Why
have
can't
I
you-
may
yeah.
have been up there at one point, but
Right?
definitely not under.
Why can I
But
see a kilometer
here's
across
another
that
thing.
field?
In 2002, I went to Sir Sanford Fleming for one semester in Lindsay.
Yep.
And on opening day of common semester, they basically talk you out of quitting because they're the most honest people in the world. And they're like, 3 of you in the front row will get jobs. The rest of you are wasting your time. And I went fishing. I also learned.
Left and went
I
fishing.
also learned that I did not learn anything that would make me a better angler or hunter at that time. Like nothing.
I had
Lots of the
almost the
I can tell you
same
that
chat
lots
when I
of
was
the
in college,
inspiration was wrong. Right? Like
Like when I started.
here's the other thing. So, for example, I know somebody whose brother works for Marine Biology Canada. Super great guy, super into fishing, used to be a river fisherman who tried to tell me that the rainbow numbers in the Ganaraska were equivalent and the same as they've always been. And I witnessed the 1990s. It doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like 2004, let alone 1994. And how are you trying to justify this? Like, we are so ass backwards here. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
And I'm not criticizing. I want to help. Right? We've only had an early bass season for a couple years.
Yeah.
Like, that's been great for businesses, gas stations, anglers, the fish.
Marinas.
We're understand more, right? Like, why less hunters, less anglers? Why is there not more opportunities? There's less opportunities now than when we were. I'll bet you there was a time when we were like 400,000 deer tags in the 60s and 70s when everybody went deer hunting. Right?
Yeah.
So how do we have less deer and less everything and less moose and less? The only thing we have a ton of is black bears.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
And coyotes.
Yeah.
So, and coyotes.
You're working on that.
a few less.
Did you guys know in the 70s and 80s around here that you could go to the Kendall store and buy a pheasant tag? And
didn't know that.
Didn't know that.
counties used to release pheasants all over. There was 30 places. You
Well,
could
yeah,
go
Back in the 70s?
Pheasants aren't a
and
native
up
bird.
to the 80s. Mr. Greentree, who
They're an Asian
worked at he used to volunteer, and he would be the guy who went out and released them all.
Yeah.
And
No
you
way.
could go to the Kendall Woods, and there'd be 700 pheasants in there, and
That'd be wild, eh?
you paid $6.50 for your license at the store, and you could just go public land hunt.
That's where that Crown Land is there on 9.
Yeah. Well, I don't know how much information I would be giving out over a podcast. Right? I'm sure that
I'm sure it's known.
I-
I'm sure it's well known.
Totally. In your inbox. Well,
Yeah.
tomorrow by those hunters who are trying to keep people out.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't even have to be that secretive.
No.
Yeah.
I can tell you, anybody who saw my truck and you're thinking you know where that deer is, I'll tell you that I
No, you
wouldn't
don't.
park anywhere near that deer
No.
because I know what's going on.
If you can see his
Yeah.
truck, you're way off.
yeah, like to
You're
the
nowhere near him.
like
He's
to
driving
the.
that
I will
guy's
tell you.
car to
I will
that
tell
guy's-
you that lots of times that
Yeah.
I park my truck and get in somebody else's truck to drive me to my stand.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Because I'm like
Don't
Yeah.
I walked
recognize
out the other
where
day
you
and I
need to
got
be.
3 messages on my
Oh,
phone of, "Hey, I saw your truck. How's the hunting?" And I laughed. And
not
I was like,
hunting,
"You
bud."
guys aren't even on the right atmosphere."
No.
Not in the.
No.
Like-
you know where I have seen Ian taking stuff out of his truck to about to go hunt? At deer camp, because it's private property.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
the only spot
Like,
I've seen him like taking corn out of his truck to go put on a feed pile.
My truck stays at deer camp. It stays at deer camp, and I get on my ATV.
Yeah.
And I go a quarter of the way where I'm going.
Yeah.
And that ATV is parked, and then it's a hike.
Here's the other thing with the saddle.
Then I double back. And
Yeah.
You-
You'll, like if you ever see my ATV,
What's that? What's one of
not
those way
even
to
within
carry in?
gunshot.
Oh, saddle, you wear it. It's
You wear it.
It's
Yeah.
a
You
lot
have to
lighter than
explain
everything
this to me.
else. Okay, have you ever seen like a
I don't even know where mine
lineman's-
is.
A lineman's belt?
Okay, here. Can you guys
Yeah.
carry the podcast for 2 minutes
Yeah,
and I'll go get it?
Go.
Like rock
So,
climbing,
kind of, yeah. It's like a rock climbing harness,
Or
but
like-
a little more comfortable.
like
And you
leather
got more-
chaps.
but no back. Yeah. So
Sorry, assless
yeah,
chaps.
well, he'll show you
Without an ass. Yeah. Gotcha.
Who brought the special
for
guest in?
ventilation. So
It's hotter.
it's
now
real
during,
hot up
during
there.
deer season.
You ever been
It's
stuck in a
hotter.
tree stand and have to go to the bathroom? No problem. So the saddle it's basically like a lineman's belt or yeah, for rock climbing, but it's more of like a full seat, and it's
like
got-
a high back.
Yeah,
or a mid
yeah.
back.
But you sit in it. It's got a bridge on it and everything for attaching. You can use it with ladder sticks. Some guys use like climbing aids, and just up you go.
Okay.
You set up a stand, like a platform up at the top there. Some people will use almost like a tree strap with steps that'll go most of the way around the trunk. You can just stand on different
Okay.
pegs. You have
just-
hangers for your bow or your bag or whatever. Once you've climbed up, you just haul up your gear with you.
And this is all new to me.
There it is.
I'm old school. that
I've
bull is
literally
gonna
hunted
kill
kill you.
I literally hunt out of tree stands that are made.
I'm gonna have
from
to
wood
move
that
my
is older
spot.
Than me. Right now, I currently hunt out of a fishing hut. It's literally in Bancroft.
God, I would
It's
die.
it's a plastic fishing hut.
Yeah,
In a
We
fishing
dragged
hut?
It's literally it's a plastic like
yeah, yeah.
old water.
So here, I would tell you something else.
dragged to the top of the thing, and that's my hunting stand.
There you go.
I feel like those big muddy blinds.
Yeah.
Super cool, super great experience.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a gun hunter's paradise.
Yes. Yeah.
Like gun
Oh, you
hunt-
can bow hunt out of it. Kind of.
Well, you can crossbow hunt, but I don't think crossbow hunting's archery.
I can't hunt out of my stand. Like I said,
This is
just
out of
talking
a,
about
I-
like a stand, like a ladder stand.
The muddy
we
stands.
we also don't want to get into here because I would ban crossbow hunting for anybody who's under the age of 65 or
doesn't
not
have a
disabled.
doctor.
Like
Well, I mean,
really,
isn't that the
so,
case
but
in like Quebec and most
Alberta,
provinces?
lots of
so.
Alberta 100%.
Yeah,
that's
you
the law.
have to have like a,
But here's the thing:
a
you
disability or an age or something like
crossbows
that.
are firearms at this point. I know, like 10-point makes one. Raven makes a crossbow that is deadly at 100 yards
Well,
accurate.
the energy is
with a digital
nuts.
scope.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no.
Right?
As a rangefinder,
and you don't need your gun license.
No,
No.
You don't need
It's
to
so why would you get if you were using and I think that
only a firearm
I
when
think
you're
that
hunting.
crossbow hunting has a place,
Yes.
but it's not. I don't believe that
I think if you can draw
if you have a
you
longbow
should
or
draw
a
bow.
recurve,
I have compound.
yeah, or a
love my
compound,
Yeah,
is not that like
that's archery.
it'd take you 6 months to get pretty good at compound bow. It would take 6 minutes, and you could shoot a deer with a crossbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just have so. Why would you get? Why wouldn't we incentivize that if you're a healthy young person, that you have to do stuff with a compound or a traditional bow, and that is archery season. Just because something has an arrow doesn't mean it's archery.
Yeah, you
Like
can get a sling bow too.
You can't take your like. There's not a
agree.
there's not a 3D crossbow course.
Because it
We-
takes too much effort.
No, because it
By-
it doesn't it like
Crossbow is like training wheels for
yeah.
archery.
kinda-
Not by a hunter, I mean.
Are they-
And I'm
by
not
the
saying I
authorities.
like crossbows.
Are they
I do
called
I
like
think
Like
I don't
that?
know why
I think
they
we
do.
should-
Have we checked the comments yet with all the crossbow hunters that are?
No,
just
you know what? I
lighting
like
it up?
crossbows. I do.
I do
but
like too, but I
I
think
do.
that like
I don't see it as
Maybe there's a-
full-blown archery though.
No, it's
maybe
a
if
hybrid.
archery season is 90 days, then crossbow
Crossbow should have a
season is
week.
a week.
Fishy says his dad raised pheasants for the gun hunt for the MNR.
There you go.
There you go.
There you
And
go.
yeah, now and then you will see one in the wild too that has learned how to be a bird because
Yeah,
they,
you
most
see
of the
them
time
at-
they don't survive.
You know, you
Never-
see them.
never
I
seen
see.
one.
I have never seen one around here.
Never
I've
seen
in the
seen
wild.
4, and 3 of them were with turkeys,
Yes,
acting like turkeys,
Yep.
and it's because
they're
the only
learning how
reason
to
why
bird.
they're roosting with the turkeys. Like
The
that's what
first
pheasants
time
do.
that
Pheasants don't
Ian
fly
and I
very well.
Went
Yeah.
goose hunting. We left and I passed a field out near my parents' old place and I stopped and
I've
had to
seen them
count
by your house.
75 turkeys in a field
With turkeys.
and one
I got
pheasant.
turkeys.
Like,
I don't think I've ever
A
seen
learning
big
to be a
rooster,
bird.
a big rooster in
Really?
the middle of them.
Yeah.
I
He
gotta-
just like,
I gotta get
but
a
he's
bird
probably
later.
been released, right? If you have,
or
if
he's
you
made
have
his way
more
off
than,
the.
if you have more than 100
Yeah.
acres, you're legally allowed to release pheasants on your property.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a little short.
Because they won't live. Like most of them
They
don't
won't
live.
make the winter. Coyotes
anyway,
will grab them if they don't learn how to be a
Here
bird.
is my,
course,
this
of
is my
course.
saddle. This is my tree stand.
So yeah, that's where he sits.
Are you
Really?
gonna- Are you
Yeah.
gonna- Are you gonna model it? I want to see how it
I guess
works.
I guess I could.
like-
Okay. This is interactive podcast.
Because again, this is new to me.
you're gonna have to talk me
so
through because I don't have any.
Yeah, it's right
Okay.
there, right there,
I just want to see what it looks like,
right.
only because this is new to me. And
So you're gonna.
And
put
you
this
sit in
on.
it.
You suit up and you hike in already suited up.
climb
Like,
up a tree,
that's your
strap
stand.
in, or
If you
lock
you
in.
could leave a line in the tree if you wanted, or your sticks on the tree if that's what you're using.
Right.
They're not a cheap item, so I would personally not leave
Fair.
them
Yeah.
unless it's your own property, and
Sure.
even then, yeah,
So we take this.
that's your bridge, is it?
So yeah.
Yeah.
So here we go. I have actually got my stuff here.
There we go.
This goes around your tree.
Yep.
This is your linesman rope,
Yep.
right? So we go around here.
Yep. Pass that
Right.
around the trunk.
Yeah.
This gets hooked onto here.
Mhm.
Around the tree.
Yeah.
Right? I got my first and second sets of sticks.
Yep.
Round the tree, up the tree, lean
The
back.
sticks is like
Next
a
stick.
multi-piece ladder, Greg.
Right?
Just bit
And
by
then
bit.
when you get to the top, you're gonna put a platform. Pull the platform up there, right? Then up again.
Yeah.
Step
stop,
onto it.
And then you take this. Goes around tree,
Up. Yeah, nice and high.
right? This goes onto here. Now you're hanging.
The good thing
Standing on
about
the
it too is
platform,
like,
your butt's being supported,
yeah,
and like
feet are on
This
the
is
feet
in
are
the
on the
air.
last
feet are
row
on.
of sticks.
I'm
No,
fine
not
from
your
here,
stick. You're on your
right?
platform. So
You-
when you
oh,
finish
sorry.
your stick,
I
you're on
want
the
to shoot
platform.
over there. I'm just going to go underneath. Right now, I'm still tied on, and I can shoot this way.
You can that support line can go across your chest. You're hugging that line, and then
And I'm
you're
telling
leaning
you,
out.
like-
And you
like-
yeah.
Honestly, I was out of the tree last night. I don't think that I was realistically any slower.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
know
no.
what?
Practice.
I
it
thought I was
up and
being
down.
really loud. Right?
That's
I
quieter
don't
than a
think
metal
that
ladder.
buck obviously didn't care.
Clunk, clunk,
Right? Oh no, going up the ladder. I mean, you got to make sure every little zipper or the end
Sure.
of your bootlaces
Velcro and-
aren't clipping against that.
Is this
hollow
fairly
steel.
new, Vic, this saddle hunting, or has it been around forever?
For a few years now, man. Like, well,
Oh no,
quite
they
a
were
few
doing
years.
this in the 80s.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
as
shit.
far
It's
as
just really
as far as
taken
comfort,
off.
So as far as standing
even
up
better.
on a saddle for 2-3
What's
hours.
the longest
4
you've ever
hours.
sat in a
here-
tree?
4 or 5 hours.
I've done
maybe.
an 8-hour sit, and between time sitting and then standing just to stretch with this, you can adjust the length of that line so that you're either sitting way back
Your
into
quads
it, on
aren't burning,
heels.
your
Yeah.
butt's not burning.
or
Like,
or you can
no,
stand
no, no.
upright closer to
So
it.
like
Like-
for a bit, I
Yeah.
do have my calves are terribly sore, but I like this for a
Blue
bit.
Jays 2,
then I
Mariners
just sat
nothing.
in it sideways,
Oh.
like hanging in the air for a bit,
Okay.
Good thing you're
right?
paying
And
attention.
then like one leg stretching out, like I was basically doing yoga up there.
That's a sight to think about.
Yeah.
Really.
And here's the
What do you think
thing,
the deer think?
Like ask him.
What is
I
that?
hate tree stands.
Oh,
But when I'm
so-
like sitting on a ladder stand,
We've set
I
them up.
feel
He's like,
I'm
"You get
gonna
up there."
fall.
All right.
You try this
Yeah.
out. Make sure the
And you
knots
feel
are
safe?
Don't do anything.
You're okay with
Yeah,
that?
I
you,
feel-
not guy.
not. Yeah, you're
100%
checking the
yeah.
knot.
You're checking the rope.
Like not like I thought I was gonna be nervous. I was up there and I was like, I can't go anywhere.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Like even
Yeah,
if
you're
I
locked
fell
in.
off the thing,
That's
like
cool.
like I have ropes. Like I can't go anywhere.
Yeah.
When you're climbing out, you take that, you hook this on, right? And on your way out, it's just one step. Undo your thing. It's got a long enough thing. You're almost to the ground, on the ground. Couple more steps, right?
Bit
Get
by
to the
bit.
bottom of the thing. Put all your sticks in your backpack.
Yep.
Backpack on, out of the woods.
Yep.
So you're sold on it.
It's the same as like when I
and-
switched with backcountry
you don't
camping
even
from a
have a
tent
spot anymore.
to sleeping in a
The entire
hammock.
woods is your
Yeah.
spot.
My whole sleep system,
Fair.
like nothing
Yeah.
touches the ground.
Right.
When I
Yeah.
find a spot, I
Like-
hang my pack on the tree and
Let's say you
Tree
and I want to
straps.
go
Yeah.
out bow
It's-
hunting.
same
Well, you
idea.
can just say,
Yeah.
I'm going over here. Okay, I'll
Packable
find a
light.
tree over here.
You're picking that tree.
Yeah.
And then,
Right?
and then adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
Well, you can pick a
First
tree
order,
based
see.
on wind, based on food.
As long as it's like solid enough for you to climb.
Yeah, and like, you know, you don't want to pick a tree with a ton of limbs. You do
No.
have to limb your way up.
Yeah.
Right? But like, you don't have to get as high as you think you do.
No.
You got to get out of his field of view.
Right.
Which is
So 10
horizon.
feet.
But no, probably like
10, 12.
10
gonna
feet at
say.
the platform
Yeah.
would be like bare minimum. But like, you get to pick what trees are behind you.
You're also a lot more
You
comfortable
get to pick on
in this with your
which
heights, 'cause
angle you're shooting.
Horizon
you feel
line.
it holding you the
Everything.
whole time.
Backlights. Yeah.
When you're sitting in a tree
You can feel
stand,
your weight holding you
well,
there.
the rope is there, and it's you feel it like holding you the whole time.
And here's the
Yeah.
other thing too: when you get up there, you can basically unloosen everything.
Yeah, you can adjust it. It's
Yeah,
fully
you like you.
adjustable.
I didn't have any pressure on my legs. You feel it's like a cradle.
Yeah,
And depending on like where your rope is, like you can move your rope up. You were saying.
yeah.
You can move it down. It'll just give you a little more. You can be tied
It's
up to the
it's
tree.
completely
But
adjustable,
honestly,
right?
Like a car seat, right?
Kind
I,
of.
I was sitting sideways, like in a swing,
Yeah,
just watching for deer
yep. Just
because
kind
I
of,
was getting nervous they'd come from behind me.
Yeah.
Right. So I was kind of doing that, and then I was like, like.
but I mean, every time
There's
I'm
nowhere
gonna
to
stand,
go.
if I'm up there with, if it's my bow, my rifle, my shotgun, whatever. 2 years ago when I was up at the camp and I let. Maybe it was last year. Anyways, I let a little spiky buck go. I watched him eat for about half an hour, just sat with him. And the only thing that I did wrong was at one point I adjusted how I was sitting. And that's a nice, like, it's a double stand up at the hunt camp there.
Yep.
So it's got lots of room. You know, I got my rifle, I got my binoculars, I got my Yeti mug that's been stolen. But everything's there. I got it all set up and I'm comfortable up in the tree. Well, the release for my compound bow is already around my wrist, and I moved my hand as I went to shift, and the steel just touched the frame of that stand. And I mean,
Then
you
it's
might as
gone.
well be banging a drum. He didn't go anywhere. He turned and he's 30, 35 yards away.
But he
and
he
just-
knows you're there now.
right away. We locked eyes.
Oh, I've had that happen.
And I'm holding
Adjust-
my breath
adjust
as
the
long
seat,
as I
does a little,
can.
like, clink, clink,
Yeah.
and then
The
they're-
tiniest thing. Like, that's not a nature sound.
Yeah.
No.
But we had a moment, and he stared me down, and I had to convince him that I was part of the tree, and I was holding my breath until I was starting to get a little spotty.
Here's like if you're new into hunting, listening to this, if you're in a tree stand, when you first get in the tree, is before you do anything, I would grab that bucker and shake her as much as you can,
Yeah.
and get all the shakes, like
Settle it.
right,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
as soon as you sit down creek, and then like that is the worst sound in the whole world. I can tell you
Hear through
that
the entire bush.
Oh, yeah.
like I've hunted deer.
When you're sitting in it and then you're hearing that,
I got like
He hears it too.
when we hunt at deer camp, you some mornings you hear 500 or 600 shotguns go off.
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
war zone.
close is where Dave's camp is. Within a kilometer of those deer, they don't lift their heads. It is a zero to them.
Oh, they don't care.
If
White
you
noise.
squeak your stand with him and he's in the field, he will look at you through your soul and you'll never see him again. So I'm down like outside noise versus inside noise is totally like it's like there's a bubble around a deer, and if you're inside his bubble, anything is going to set him off.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? So like grab that stand, give her a shake, and just get all like you might as well get it over
Get
with
the
at the
squeaks
start.
out of it.
I'd
Oh, I-
much rather get 2 hours before
I
he
do
gets
that
on
my
his
ground
feet.
blind, like
Yeah.
my ground little whatever you call it.
Yeah.
It's literally a fish shack.
Yep.
I get
And
in
when's the
there.
ti- when's
As
the
soon as I
time to
get in
do
there,
all
you
this, like-
this.
3 o'clock
No, I mean like time of year.
every time
Every
you get
day
in your
you get in the
stand.
stand.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Don't
Like,
just- don't just
especially
plunk
when
down.
if there's
Don't just plunk
frost.
down. Get in there.
Yeah.
move
Like
around.
trees.
Make it settle.
Trees
Yeah,
don't make a ton
figure
of
out what
noise when
feels
it's
good.
On
frosty.
a windy
cracking,
day.
yeah.
Just get it all out of there as soon as you
Yeah.
can. And we're like, but move in your stand. Like, see where the creeks are.
Yep.
And then when you find the creek, kind of work it in.
Yeah.
It may just be the ground is a little more.
Kick those leaves off of the floor.
Oh, yeah.
Get
Like
rid
if
of
you
those
were
things.
really smart, if I had like in the past when I had like a tree stand to go to, like I know a couple years I took a leaf blower and blew a path on the way there so that I was the only person in the woods not walking on leaves.
We bring a rake up and we clear the trails. And
One of my
But
buddies-
here's the
one of
other
my
thing,
buddies is that.
right,
Leaf
crunch,
blower.
crunch.
Leaf blower, like rape.
But do
week-
that.
week
You
before.
like,
Yep.
yeah,
We do it
yeah.
too
Don't
up at
do
the
it like the afternoon.
No.
of.
Doing
Morning
it
hunt,
now
just going-
because we're
But
hunting. in
here's
3
the
weeks.
here's the other thing. A lot of us overthink deer hunting. I can tell you that I was with
And if
Dave
you
and
think they're
Adam.
not watching you.
Dave and Adam. When Adam shot his giant 11 pointer, that afternoon, maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Dave saw the big buck come on the property. I would bet $1 million he was in the tall grass,
the whole time.
laying down. He, like where we put that stand was less than 50 yards from where that buck was bedded. We put that stand in, 4 of us, no cover scent.
Yep.
I can tell you that at least one person there was smoking Colts. Tree stand went up. Nobody talked quietly. And an hour and a half later, Adam shot an 11 pointer who walked by that stand.
Yep.
Like, they're not perfect.
No, been
You
there.
can make some noise. Like I wouldn't talk.
You're not trying to be a
But
ghost.
like I don't like
No.
I like I've come to the point where walk stop when I get close to where I think deer are, but I'm not like deer make noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Like,
number of old boys
probably
that
the
rolls-
most
Squirrels make noise.
natural
I shot that
sound
one.
on the world is
Oh.
somebody peeing on leaves.
Yeah.
Like if you were a buck, think of many times you hear that sound
All the time.
or a doe, right? Like I just pee out of my stand.
Yep.
I'll bet you sometimes deer go, there must be a deer over there. Somebody's peeing.
You got to learn how to pee. out of the saddle.
I remember one year.
I don't.
I remember one
rip.
year I'm in this older tree stand and mid hunt in the morning.
Yeah.
And the seat breaks, like just the screws let go, and my ass on the ground. Okay,
Ooh.
fine. So we'll go back down, have some breakfast.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go fix the tree stand. Go up there with an impact driver.
Yep. Yep.
Sat the impact driver down by my feet. Sat there with my rifle.
Yep.
30 minutes later,
Deer comes.
6 point.
Yep.
Right there.
Yeah.
Like
It,
Like
it
you
does
like
happen.
like
I've had deer eat my apples that were covered in the blood of the deer I shot in the morning.
yeah, they don't care.
They don't care.
No.
And
You
my
you
scent's all over the
you
place.
think that
The
like
one on the wall upstairs, didn't you have like 3 does walk
oh
past the
right
gut
over
pile?
or right over the gut pile.
Yeah.
Do you
Oh,
not
yeah.
care? But here's the thing. If in nature every time a deer got hit by a car or eaten by coyotes,
You never saw
like
deer again?
you like
in
the
that
deer
area?
left and they stopped eating for 3 days and they went in like the morning. This is wild. Nature is the cruelest place on earth.
And I'm sure they see a lot of
Like
stuff.
man,
I'm sure
yeah.
they see a lot.
I would imagine
Right,
like
messed up
yeah, I would imagine like
Jesus.
the county forest is a lot like Alcatraz.
Oh,
like
right.
for like tough places to hang out.
Like
Yeah.
Mad Max.
Like you think about it right now, we are what's today's date?
19th.
October
Yeah.
19th.
We are 6 days away from the start of like the craziest 5 days of hunting,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
all year. It is about to go.
So we won't see you
crazy.
guys.
I may
You got
never.
this,
I
right?
may never leave the woods again. You know what? Like, man, you just got like, 5 days from now is the time. Like,
Prime time.
it like,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you like. You know what? I'm probably good for 2 more sits this week, and I'm going to try to catch the bugger coming across somewhere. If today is the 19th, by next Saturday, I'm going right in his bedding area where I think he's bedding, and I'm climbing a
Wake
tree.
him up.
I'm going to.
Are you going to bring a pillow?
Like I am going to sneak in
I've
there.
almost done that up at the camp before.
Sneak
Like,
in
I
there.
could-
Wakey, wakey.
I'm going to climb in
Tie
that
myself to the
tree,
tree.
and I'm really
Sleep in
hoping
it.
from
I
that
could use
tree.
a pillow every morning.
Right?
He's less than 15 yards. Get
Number
up,
of times I've
walk,
almost
and
fallen
he's
asleep
there.
in the tree.
That would make me very sick. I would be very happy with
Rocking
myself if I got in my saddle, got situated, quiet enough
Fell
that I
asleep.
watched a buck get out of his bed.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool sight.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
That'd be really-
like
It
like
happens.
that's what if you're going to shoot big ones, that's where your game needs to get to.
Yeah.
Oh, for
Or
sure.
he walks 75 yards, less than a football field
Yeah.
in the morning, and less than a football field in the evening. Other than a rut, take the rut out of this. A deer also stage like when you're hunting fields. I would never hunt a field unless the rut was on. Right? They stage on like if a cut cornfield is the main appetizer for a whitetail, he's not going out there at 4 o'clock to start eating.
No.
Ever.
No.
Like never. Like if you're in the comments, you're like, well, I shot a buck during doing that. I can probably explain that buck's why he was out there.
Well, he might be out there, but I mean, you're not shooting till first light anyway.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What I'm saying is that
saying you're not
other
out there
than
with
the rut, during daylight hours,
Yeah,
He's not
you
coming
will
out.
No,
never
no,
see a deer
He's not gonna put
standing in a
himself at
field.
risk.
He may like walk through a corner,
Yeah.
right? But he is staged on the outside of that field somewhere, eating
Waiting.
acorns, and waiting for the sun to go down.
Yeah.
And you need to be on that, right? So your bait pile, let's call your bait pile a food source. I wouldn't put a spy point camera, easiest camera on the market to manage. I would put a spy point camera on there. Like I have a bait situation that I've been feeding for 9 months. There's deer there all the time. There has not been a buck there that would shoot. The only time to shoot a deer on that pile is the first time you sit. Every time after that, I'll bet you your second sit, your odds of shooting a deer there go down 50%.
Well, you're pressuring it and you're training them where
You're
you
bringing scent.
Sure,
Every time you go there, think of it as like an education to the deer.
Yeah,
You've left
you're
scent. Like
teaching them.
my scent game is on ninja levels, and I will admit that I'm leaving trails of scent behind.
Is that
me.
what that is?
For sure.
What, I can tell you when I went and got that saddle, as soon as I got close to my bag and I had to open my my early season clothes, it reeks of piss.
Oh, I keep all my hunting stuff in a sealed container with cedar boughs.
Not this guy. I soak it in deer piss. Deer pee is a
So-
I inadvertently soaked all my stuff in deer piss last
Calming
year
agent.
because one of the bottles
Burst
let
on
go, and then I got home from.
So you're good.
I'm like,
You're ready.
wow.
Yeah.
so,
Like a year later, you're like,
Fishy
wow.
wants to know how many pixels
I
are
have
there.
I have a ground blind out
They're-
and
no, they're grounded. Deer bait.
lots of food on there.
Yeah.
I am not going in there to sit until a buck shows there twice. A shooter buck shows there twice, and if nothing I want to hunt comes through there,
He'll shoot
I
them
will
on my
just
stick.
one of my friends who has a doe tag or something, and they can harvest a deer out of that.
So if Ian ever says, "Hey, I got a great spot,"
And I'll tell
you can hunt my stand.
There's not a
lots of deer.
there's
Zero horns.
There's,
luck.
lots of deer. There's nobody big.
Yeah.
But big
Nothing
is
you
like
want.
perspective. Like
Yeah.
I have an idea in my head of like I want to shoot the biggest one I have on camera. Like the one that's in the living room, he was the biggest deer that was on camera up to that point, or right? But I'd never shoot one smaller than him. Ever.
It's a big deer.
That's a big deer.
No, it's not. It's a baby. Not even like he's not even in the top 5 I've ever seen in person while hunting. I've had some giants, and I messed them up.
I seen a giant by his place.
Boys, you want to see me?
I heard you keep saying there's a giant by my.
Yeah, but it won't
I've
say
never
where.
seen him.
It may be deceased by now,
Oh, fair.
but
Be eaten by now.
yeah, right.
I know that like at
That bugger was
the
big.
Whitetail Classic.
Is that why your bumper has a dent in it?
No, I missed him, but I saw his eyeballs.
Weapon of choice, 2015 Ram.
Yeah.
I saw his eyeballs.
Yeah?
like that.
Oh, yeah.
He ran across in front of me.
You guys had a moment.
He ran
Really?
across in front of me, hit the gravel, and he jumped back.
You want to hear a funny story? So I hunted this deer named Iron Mike, and I saw Iron Mike once from my tree stand, once on my walking in, and one night I left my tree stand and I was driving down the a road, and I saw a doe come out and Iron Mike behind him, and I slammed my brakes on and I slid my pickup truck sideways because I wanted to shoot him, not run him over. The next day, I had a plan in my head to harvest. Like I'd never been so excited, right? I got close to my spot and I saw my buddy Roland, who works at the Bewley dump. He had him on a sled.
Son of a bitch.
No, you know what? And I will tell you this.
Heartbreak.
You know what?
Wah,
For
wah, wah.
1 second, I was mad. And then I pulled my truck over, and it was him and his son. He explained the story. He shot him.
All right.
He was on my camera at 6:50 in the morning, again at 7:15, and at 8:30 in the morning, Roland shot him 7 kilometers away, chasing 3 does.
Wow.
7 kilometers. Because
I was going to say the
mapped
next
it
one
out.
was
He was
rolling their
moving.
thumbs
So
up on your camera.
I was a little upset, and that was the only buck I had, and I'd let 2 walk to shoot him.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that after that, for 2 seconds I was upset, and then I went and helped Roland get him into his van and congratulated him, took
That's what it's all
pictures,
about,
and
though.
Nice.
and I was
A
super happy.
little tear from your eye, maybe.
Yeah, right. No,
Just give me one loin.
no. I would have been. I would have been.
Tenderloin.
Just one loin.
I would have been super upset if he would have shot him
Or-
really close to. Craig's filling his drink for anybody at home. I can tell you that that's
bubbly.
the biggest buck I've ever seen with my own eyes.
Yeah.
That is a freak of a buck. That is probably over 500
You know
yards
what?
away.
But better that you have a buddy that got him and it was nowhere even near where you would be aiming for him.
No.
And he just didn't get creamed by somebody
Look
else
at-
in the
look at the
truck.
size
And
of-
exactly, and
Look at
that's
the size of that
exactly
deal.
my point. I have
Better
That's
somebody and their
500
son-
yards through a pair of binoculars. Look how thick those antlers are, and that is at
Yeah.
about 1 o'clock in the
That's a
afternoon
bruiser.
during the rut.
And
That-
and I've had that happen where you get this buck on camera and you're just waiting for him to come out, waiting
Yep.
for him to come out.
Watch this, boys.
And then
Watch
it
this.
comes
You want to
over-
see missed opportunities? That is me, and that is me busted.
Oh, yeah.
Watch,
Oh.
watch. Watch. Isn't that beautiful?
That is him
Watch.
flipping you
That's
off.
him leaving. He hit every trail camera I had that night.
Yeah.
He avoided the one in the corner. That's why I didn't see him coming.
Yeah.
And I never saw that deer
Is that
again.
the one that came out on the left and you thought he'd be out on your right?
Right? I
Yeah.
had 10,000 pictures of him coming from the
Same
right
spot.
every day. I
That
was
day?
focused and I saw it. So
Swung around,
here's
yeah.
another thing. This is what I learned. Like time in the woods under like the hardest part of deer hunting, bow hunting. Like here's the thing. I think 200-inch deer with a rifle is an incredible. Wow, you did. That's a heck of a thing.
Yeah.
A 200-inch deer with a bow
Bucket list.
is
Yeah.
not even. It's not even close to the same thing. There's a way bigger difference of shooting a deer at 20
Harvesting
yards
with
than
the bow at
200
all.
yards.
Your range with a rifle is much more than with a bow.
It's not even the same
Not even,
category.
not even, no,
Different hunting altogether.
no,
Like
exactly.
A well-trained person could shoot a deer at 400 yards with
Yeah,
a rifle.
yeah,
Fight the shakes. That
You
buck
know what?
fever.
Like
yeah.
That too.
so,
yes.
at 50 yards, when you release that aerial, he has time to make one step forward, and you could shoot him in the back.
I
Like,
don't even think I'd be comfortable
Yeah.
shooting more than 40 with my bow.
50s.
That's
So-
reaching.
Yeah.
He's got to be real occupied for me to feel, okay, you're
No,
you're a
it's just-
monster. I don't want to
Should
try
be mid mount at that
but that
point, right? Like,
that's the important.
there's no way.
sleeping.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the important hard part. Is bow hunting isn't about reading. Like a big part of bow hunting is being able to read animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outmaneuver.
Like and you know what? I
Outsmart them.
I probably have a little better understanding just because I grew up cattle farming.
Yeah.
And like you'd better know how to read a bull who just showed up 2 days ago, because
Looking you in the
whoever
eye,
sold
he
it to you
doesn't
and
like
was
you.
like, no, he's super
mattered.
friendly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you
Like,
can
no problem.
How long
Right?
ago was Iron Mike that you saw that?
Big old teddy bear. Don't worry about that bull.
Probably 10 years.
Yeah.
Fishy's here. He remembers you talking about him.
Oh, yeah?
I was.
Yeah, I'm watching the
So
comments.
you
here.
know why I called him Iron Mike? Because he is probably three. He
Face
was
tattoo.
3 years old. No, because he fought he fought everybody. Like if a buck was on camera at 1 a.m, within 10 minutes that buck would show up.
Just
and,
on him.
And when Roland didn't even mount him. He's huge. He's way bigger than that buck.
Yeah? Well, I
Scar holes in his neck, his
Just from
eye
fighting.
Yeah.
was all scratched, all around his ears and his antlers,
Bruiser.
all that. Like he is a fighter.
I get him out
I
with, like,
I
coyote
can
teeth.
tell you that there was at least one other buck that I never saw there, and he whooped him twice. And
Really?
and the big one would be there, and Iron Mike would show up in the background. The big one would walk away,
People
and he
think,
was
oh,
he was
they're
quite a
gentle
big
creatures.
quite a big.
Those are not decorations. Those are
bruisers.
built by design. These
Yeah,
things.
So
100%.
I guess like a ladder stand would be more dangerous in snow. Like if you're fishing. Or if
Well,
you're-
they're slippery.
Oh yeah, they're slippery and they're loud.
Would
and
you-
they're
would-
not tied to anything
super
when you're
noisy.
going up and down.
Stephanie's asking, would you trust a saddle in the wintertime
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
over a ladder stand?
Anytime.
Yes.
Anytime.
Yes.
Rain, shine.
I would
good
be
weather, bad
like I
weather.
have ladder
Saddle,
stands
yeah.
that I haven't used in 5 years because I hate them so much. Like I feel like I'm
Yeah.
rolling
like
the dice.
and like a harness. If you like, also anybody doesn't know, if you have a coat and it has a slit in the back,
Yeah.
it's to put your
for the
harness
Yeah.
through. Because if you go up your like out your coat, you're going to hang yourself.
Yep.
Yep.
Because when you follow that tree, everything's going to jam up into your throat,
And go
Yeah.
up.
and you can't breathe.
These saddles, you're not tethered in the back. You're tethered right in front of you.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're
But
reaching
even,
around
like,
that, and it's easy.
Even if you had like a 6 foot,
also don't swing
let's
face
say you had
first.
6 foot cedar trees, and then behind those cedar trees you had a maple tree.
Yeah.
You have to be just high enough over those trees to shoot. It's not like you're
just clear.
You're just getting out of his eyesight. You can go 30 feet up in the tree if you'd like, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
The other
sense.
thing is like with deer, especially like if you're hunting over bait, people don't. Not everyone realizes that when a deer lowers its head, if it's sniffing around or eating or drinking, their eyes actually rotate in the skull to stay parallel with the horizon, so they
For
can
real?
see. Yeah, so that they can see around them even when their head is down.
I can tell you.
and they can see all but about 60 degrees right behind them.
Well, everything in the world's trying to kill it.
Yeah.
So look like a horse, how a horse's head is shaped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A horse sees, when you're standing in front of the horse, his eyes make him project that you're bigger than him. He can also see you better on his back than he can see you standing in front of him.
Okay.
Right? That's why you have blinkers on a horse, right? On like
blinders.
driving horses,
Yeah.
right? It's for they
Don't
they
pay
can't
attention
see.
to that. Look
So
where we're going.
Here's a dirty trick over the years. You guys ever watched like a drawing match at a fair? My trail camera went off. I'm
Did you
so you know when they have a drawing match,
Stuff.
right?
Okay.
So here's what they used to do, and they like drawing matches weren't the most ethical thing until they like. I knew of somebody who had like a concrete, like when the horses got in there and they brought the stone boat in, there was no turning back.
No.
Right. So you let them pull a whole bunch of easy weights, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that this is a cruel thing to do. Like, so let's say you right? They used to allow you to change their halters halfway through a drawing match. And it's outlawed now. And it's been outlawed since I was a young kid. But this is what they do. So you take a team of horses and you let them draw through there a whole bunch. And horses know as soon as they walk, they basically know when they're done pulling, and you'll see them back off.
Yeah.
Also, the biggest horse is not always the strong horse. You want a horse that takes long strides with his back legs, right?
Yeah.
Right? Big horse always on the right side, but the big horse is often lazy and only motivated by the younger or the smaller horse who's pulling harder.
Sure.
Right? And then it's more of like a watch what I can do, arsehole. Now, this is what they used to do. They let
pissing match.
you got to
Yeah.
train your horses like anything else, and you got to condition them to get
Oh,
into
yeah.
shape to do this, and you want them to peak. Lots of guys, or not lots of guys, some people got busted in 70s and 80s, take them into the thing, a bunch of easy weight with no blinkers on, right? Put on a massive amount of weight, put the blinkers on, take cattle prod and start poking them in the arse, for they have to pull,
Sure.
right? So you take them to the fair, right?
And then
But
once
you
they
start
used to have
pulling the thing,
blinders
you put the
on,
blinders
they're
on,
like, oh,
and
it's
he
coming.
thinks
He knows.
He's getting the
the
prod.
prod's coming, but you can't use the prod in public.
Yeah.
But he don't
But he
know
thinks
this.
it's coming anyways because the
Right?
blinders
The
are on.
problem is the horse that get to know that there is no cattle prod at the fair. So they used to hit them with their lines. You're not even allowed to speak to those horses in they used to yell at them.
Yeah. Yeah,
You're
I
not
remember
allowed to
that.
do that anymore, and you're not allowed to hit them with the lines. They have to pull it on their own, which is way more ethical in how it should have
Sure,
always.
absolutely.
They used to have a gag bits
Yep.
for draft horses that when you pull, shoves a metal rod up to the top of their throat,
Top
right?
them out there. Yep.
To get them to stop the fight, right?
Yep. Nasty.
Right? But
Yeah.
you also if you have a 2,500-pound stallion who just like they're hard to handle.
Yeah.
They're not
They're 2,500 pounds.
It's a lot of animals.
crazy.
Of nuts.
Kind
Yeah.
of need a knee
Here's
break
the other thing
on it,
too,
right?
like race horses or show horses or high-end jumping horses. They're not lazy. They love to do this.
Mm-hmm.
A lot like
You get more attitude out of one
a
that's
lot
not
like
worked.
if you play in the NFL, you're either calm and collective like Brady or Peyton Manning or Eli, super like don't seem to get upset, or you're like a lunatic whose choice was like jail or the NFL,
Maybe both.
right? Like
It's progressive.
like listen, is there anybody in this room who would take one snap in the NFL and let those like an offensive lineman's like 6'9", 340
prison?
pounds.
Yeah, I'd
No.
take the snap.
Would
I'd
you
take
do
the
it?
snap.
Like
Over prison?
no, just in life tomorrow. If I had an opportunity, and
Is there an amount of money involved?
no,
Is there another dog
but
involved?
let's say $1 million, would you let a 340-pound man who was making $2 million to kill you, would you let him have an open go?
I've had a 320-pound guy
Maybe.
tackle me, and that sucked.
Yeah, but that
I've crashed
320,
my truck before and I survived. So like,
Same thing.
Right?
Same thing.
right? But like when you're standing
Not
there,
ideal.
when you're
I'll put on the
standing
bike
there,
suit again.
yeah. Like,
imagine standing there.
sorry, do we get a helmet and full gear?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. No.
Like you're
Just
not
in your skivvies.
you're,
Just in your
you're
skivvies.
not going to die.
Take it.
You're not going to die. But here's the thing.
I'd do it once.
Would you?
Yeah.
I do it once.
Can you imagine
did the dog.
standing
You
on
did the
that
dog.
line
Same thing.
and having
Same thing.
some guy who is screaming at you, he's literally trying to break your neck. Like if you
dog.
break your neck, he'll go on the sportscast and say, "Hey, I'm really sorry."
You won't mean it.
But he doesn't care.
But you do know
I
when he
busted
gets,
that guy's neck.
you do know that like there's money on the board in the dressing room. Like if you hurt Tom Brady, you get $100,000 from the pot. Right? Like that's a real thing. Like
big pot.
if you get there's pots in the NHL where when you get traded, like Mitch Marner will have a pot going. It's to beat the Leafs, and he'll split it with whoever scores the goals. Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's a real thing. Chris Pronger used to do that stuff. What's up?
Still 2-0.
Yeah, it's 2-0 Blue Jays. Go Seattle.
So would I?
You,
I
man.
would.
Well, like in all honesty, who's not going to argue right now that this is a battle to lose to the Dodgers? And I hate the Dodgers more than anything in the world, but I don't think either one of these teams can take the Dodgers.
No.
Like not in such.
I want to say the Jays can beat the Dodgers.
I really don't think that either of these. I think these teams are.
Is it
are
only a
great
best of
teams.
7 though?
Pardon?
The World Series is only a best of 7.
Do you think that anybody on the planet can beat the Dodgers in
7 games.
7 games?
I don't know.
You might win 1 or 2, but you're not going to beat the Dodgers more than
No.
Like it doesn't make sense. Like it'd be a miracle for either one of these teams. The Jays are on fire here. Here we go.
There we go.
That's a home run.
Cooked it.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
I don't know. If,
That looks
Nope,
like
nope.
3-0.
underneath the fence.
Did it? Oh, was it?
Went off the top.
It's got to go over the blue.
Yeah.
So back to your question.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Would I?
And he stayed on.
Yes.
But you got to remember.
Yes.
You ever watch what's that movie with Al Pacino and LL Cool J? These guys are screaming at you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna get you.
Al Pacino.
Friday Night Lights, not
Any Given Sunday?
Any Given Sunday.
Okay.
These guys are crazy. Then they're more money,
I think I would.
right? If you
I'd take one. I'd
would
do
you?
one.
Like, why wouldn't you?
Tune in next month, Craig.
Because I,
Stands up against
I
the Bills'
do-
offensive
I-
line.
well,
We're gonna make some calls.
you know what?
and-
I might be able.
He's been in the hospital
we
for
might
2
be able to make
weeks.
this happen.
I actually. I
You
might
insured?
Be, yeah. You want to play quarterback for
And
the
there's an open
Tigers?
seat at the podcast in 2 months.
Yeah.
Tigers.
Yeah, like
Is
the
this
Hamilton.
podcast we're sure
I think
excited
all the
for.
Ticats.
I think I would do it. You only live once.
One snap?
Yeah.
You only live once. Whatever.
You would?
Oh, I can't even imagine what that freight train feels like when
It'll
hit.
hurt.
Like,
I think if you're close,
It would hurt.
I think if
It'll
you
hurt.
if you get as close to them
No, I
as
think
possible, that way they don't got
I've-
too much like
I've
speed
taken-
going at
I've
you, right?
taken-
Then you get an
some-
Then you get an offside.
I've taken some big hits in hockey. I like some big hits in hockey.
Probably for the best.
I feel like running. Some guy, 340 pounds, running and then jumping, and then landing on you.
And then the
And
crying.
his
And then the crying commences.
and like his pace.
I'm broken?
His, you have to like
The key is
these
to
are
look them in
people
the eyes
whose
and blow them a
paychecks
kiss
is
right
based-
before. Yeah, right before.
That'll really cheer him up.
Right before
Right?
it stops.
Down.
like
100%.
offensive linemen's paychecks are paid on pain, like on the other team. You're not worth anything if
Not
you
many
can't
jobs like
inflict
that.
Oh
pain.
man, they'd be worth $1 million for me.
I think I don't think I could do it. Can you
Tonight?
like you guys got bit
Me
by
specifically.
I wouldn't have done the dog thing either, but I don't know that I would yell hot.
3 beers and a shot of whiskey.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
enough. Oh man.
I don't
You
like
guys got to do that again. I want that.
You know what? Like we're
We
always looking to do more of these
Yeah,
things.
no,
You got to get into.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
we can arrange that. It won't be at the fair, but we can arrange that.
it gets hard to fit a lot of things in. This is something we were talking about too earlier. Is fitting everything in day-to-day life in with just scheduling, making
Fishy as
things
Mike Howard.
working up. Like it is nuts. I've got. I mean, aside from doing this and work and my own hobbies, I've got too many hobbies on the go. Some of them things that you also do. I'm working on that harvest table right now. I just finished making the legs for it.
Right.
That was, that was a big thing. It was more math than I anticipated doing, only because I wanted it to look a certain way, and the trigonometry is not overly complicated, but when I was using rough sawn lumber, because that's the look I wanted, it complicated things a little bit.
Are we talking about your table?
But
Yeah,
then throw math in after work, after any other obligations.
Not sleeping.
Yeah, throw math into
all
that.
those
Good
things.
luck, man.
Well,
And then you gotta put your fingers by a spinning saw blade.
lots of them.
Yeah, a little
And
bit of anxiety,
the
right?
thing that I'm tackling next is the fact that the top boards are 2x12 that I need to bring
What's
down
going on
to
here?
about 10-inch final width, and I planed them already, and they were dead flat. It was great.
They were.
They were, and I mean, I've had these boards maybe 5-6-ish years, so they should be done moving a lot before I started planing them. But when you do plane them, you're taking off material that was holding
You're
it,
releasing tension.
and exactly. So now one of them is not so flat. So I'm going to have to fight it back flat before I dowel it and glue it all back together, and then hand plane it again, because I don't have a CNC router table to flatten the thing dead flat. And it's okay, but it's going to be a fight. And then I get to do my breadboard ends. And
But also, be present at work, sleep,
yeah,
eat,
single dad.
single dad.
Well, this is a
Wanna
great.
go hunting?
This is a great segue into how do you make manage your
This is
time
what we're
versus
talking about.
hobby.
Yeah, it's like these are. I mean, I've got dozens of things I do on the regular. Some very time consuming hobbies,
Of course.
and then prioritizing things and finding times. It's not about having time; it's about making time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now hunting season. Well, guess what? A
Make
lot
time.
of things take the back seat.
Well, and I was just saying to Craig.
How many
outside,
times you been hunting this year, Chris?
None
Ooh.
this fall. None this fall. I hunted the spring. Spring
Yes.
hunt I was out, but
Yes.
none this fall yet.
He's got to
went
finish his
hunting
table
twice.
up, and he's got a few things to clear up. But
Well,
Okay,
no,
so,
but I mean, I'm getting ready for deer.
Well, let's hear it. Let's
We didn't get
like,
out for goose or duck. We haven't gone for pheasant yet. All things we've talked about, and just have we
It's
done
it's
any of
hard to
those?
find the bandwidth for everything.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah.
hard to
I
find
have a
it.
hard
but
time.
this fall,
I have a
not
hard
been
time
able to
fitting
hunt
fishing
yet.
in. Fishing is fishing is not as convenient as hunting is. Like hunting, I just throw my stuff in my thing and I go hunting. Fishing,
Boat.
I have to unload. I have to
Boat,
hook the boat. I have to
gas,
bring everything
gear.
out of the house.
Marina.
I have to
launch.
put right.
Trout.
Yeah.
It's even a bigger pain in the butt to go by yourself because you got to back yourself in, then tie the boat up, and then,
Yeah.
like do you like
Big time.
if somebody comes, you just back the boat in, and
And you have no one to yell
it's-
at for not being able to back it up right
I would rather fish alone, myself personally.
from the shore.
Really,
No, in a boat doesn't matter. I'd rather fish alone.
Yeah.
really.
Oh, I
Yeah.
do shore fishing all day by myself.
I think I
love
don't
both.
mind
All day.
fishing alone,
Yes.
but I'd rather. Fish
I do enjoy
somebody.
fishing with buddies and stuff.
I
like
notice now too. Like I used to be able to dig into fishing when I was fishing tournaments but now I have a hard like. There's no, like I'm just here for fun. I'm having a
Yeah.
good time. It's better to have fun with somebody.
Sure. Sure.
that. Have
right?
some laughs. And,
Like I do agree that sometimes I get a little stressed out and I gotta like work through my problems like everybody else. And then I like to go by myself and fish. And
Yeah.
at least I'd like talk to myself and
We hear it from the shore.
right. But like
Who's he just
like,
calling about?
like I
Arguing
don't
with yourself.
I don't
Losing
miss
too.
anything. But I can tell you that I went deer hunting instead of Ashton's hockey game on Saturday, and I explained to him that like tough cookies,
meat in the
You
freezer.
didn't say cookies.
not even antlers on the wall,
Yeah.
right?
One day he'll get it.
Yeah, no, he gets
4-0
it.
Toronto.
So,
He gets it totally. He
like,
totally
It
understands.
is the
His
19th
mother
now.
understands.
When did deer season start? Beginning of the month.
So the third,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. So it's the 19th now. I haven't done anything yet since the beginning of deer. We're doing prep work.
Yep.
Doing a lot of that.
That's all I've done.
But
Cameras,
yeah.
corn.
Yeah.
That's it.
But yeah, this fall I wanted to get out for dove, goose, duck, pheasant. We haven't done any of those yet.
It's life, man.
And
Life
it's
is
getting
busy.
late.
It is, and I've been doing a lot of 6 days a week at work. I've been.
But you know what?
So how do you
Absolutely. But
make
next
that
year-
happen? I've cut. So I can tell you that my priority right now is beer leagues and doing that stuff, and it has always been deer. Like I didn't go to Thanksgiving because I went deer hunting.
Yeah,
My mom's okay with that. She understands.
I was home with Seamus making a bird.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I like
We did
I
small
think
family
that
at
I
my
think
in-laws and-
like I'm trying to find the right word so I don't offend anybody.
Oh, you can offend people.
No, but like
Not trying
some of them
to.
I have to talk to on the telephone and go to Christmas with.
Some of them are giving me
Yeah.
Christmas presents later.
hopefully.
So here's the thing. I see that I'm 43 years old. At best, I probably have 25 good falls left, 25 good summers.
Yeah.
My kid is 14. He can look after himself. We're also getting to the point where like he's 14.
He
like
doesn't wanna
I
be
can tell.
around you
I
all
can
the
tell you.
time.
I'll tell you this. Maybe
He will
I,
when he's 21.
Yeah.
when I was about Ashton's age, my grandfather came to me, who was my best friend my whole life, who said, "Hey, you need to go and do.
You're going to be
stuff.
gone for a while.
Yeah.
Don't worry about me. I will be fine.
Yeah.
See you
And-
when you get back.
And
Yeah.
see you when you get back.
I'll be here
and
when you're
like,
done.
Yep.
I think a lot of the problems in the world is that parents do too much for their children.
Yeah.
Right? I'm raising a gangster. The same gangster I was. At 14, I ran my own life. It's not that my parents didn't give me insight and like maybe a little bit of advice, but at 14, I realized that like
Wow.
It's also karma for
14,
who
you think
were. that
you could rule the world.
well,
Yeah, you were
I
untouchable.
at 14, I had realized that like there's nothing you guys can do. Like you can send me in my room, I'll just go out the window. Right? You can tell me to
This
be.
is why his son is the way he is.
But
It's
like,
payback.
what were they going to do? You be home at 10 o'clock. Well, if you showed up at 11, all right, what do you like? What are you going to do?
What happens?
Right? And then
we can't talk about it on the air.
no, but like we just got to the point where it was more like, I was like, I'm not causing any trouble. I never come home drunk. I never like, I'm just out with my friends, and
Yep.
like,
Having
I don't
fun.
want to look at my clock every 2 seconds.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll be home, and if there's no problems at school, and there's no problems outside of school, and there's no problems, then they were just like, okay, you know what? You've probably earned that right. Like I didn't get a summer. You have to remember, like I didn't get a summer because I was farming and
Yeah.
not here with my friends. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
I was the oldest grandkid, and I was sentenced to a life sentence. Well, the old boy's life sentence of
Pulling
like,
your own weight.
of like helping out.
Yeah.
The other kids weren't able. They were younger. I didn't get a summer. So I would fish or go to girlfriend's house and stuff like that. So I think that I'm so used to, like if we're getting deep into this, I probably haven't been on a date or anything because I don't want this world to change. Like, I don't want to be like, no, I can't go to the movies
Well, you
Friday night
found-
because my buck's on my camera and I'd rather shoot my buck than go to the movies with you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're,
I'm
you're happy
how do
being
you
where
say
you
that?
are and who you
and
are.
listen, I
You say it by
That's
saying
fair.
that?
I think
That's
that I've
fair.
been quite open in the past, and then there was shock that like that was
What do you
really
mean you have
happening.
your own life?
What do you mean you're not coming to Thanksgiving? Well, I'm not going to my mom's Thanksgiving. Why would I go to your mom's Thanksgiving not to shoot the buck?
Right.
Like,
So you're
that
saying you
didn't-
don't love me?
yeah, pretty much.
You don't love me anymore.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe you should find something that you like it as much as I like to deer hunt.
Yeah.
Like Thanksgiving.
I'm telling you right now, if Christmas morning there was a giant buck on my camera the night before, I would skip Christmas morning.
Thank you, Santa.
I would just send one to his mom's.
I would, but I'd be dead by Christmas Eve. Like
I'd be bringing them with me.
I all right.
But I don't want to be in a world where I'm
I would
dead
try and
Christmas
do
Eve.
that. I would
So
try
we
and do
have-
that,
we have
but it wouldn't.
Your guys' versions.
I'm never getting a date my whole
There's
life
no
after
way
this
I'd
airs
miss
too.
Christmas with my kids.
No, I understand. I get it.
No.
But
or even
Since-
attempt to
Jordan
yeah,
and
but
I,
what's Christmas? What's Christmas? December 25th.
Yep.
Time with my kids.
Yeah, but what's the difference between the 24th and the 26th?
The number.
Why though?
No,
Christmas.
The number on the
It's
calendar.
Christmas.
That's the
Family.
difference.
Yeah, but like it means nothing to me.
It meant a lot more when my kids were younger. They're 18 and 13 now.
You have two kids?
I
I
can
do.
see as they got older, it
Okay,
might.
what?
You've
there,
only met
there
one.
might be some.
No, but
never met 'em.
I don't have this. I don't have
No.
this attachment. Whoa!
I think that
I don't
there'd be
have
more
this
leeway.
attachment to December 25th. Like I feel that Christmas in today's world is just it's a Walmart holiday, same as
But it's
Valentine's
a
Day.
government holiday.
same as Easter. Easter has nothing to do with the resurrection of Jesus. It has to do with
Easter-
like
Easter
how many
definitely not.
eggs, Cadbury eggs, can we sell? Like so
It's all commercialized.
I'm totally into Christmas. I love Christmas.
Yeah.
I watch It's a Wonderful Life every Christmas Eve.
Halloween.
But
But
if
listen,
that buck's on camp,
like
I'll be out there
like-
dressed like
so-
Dracula with my bow.
I think that buck's got to pass. Christmas morning, that buck's got to pass. 100%.
Oh,
It's got to pass.
Would you hunt in a Halloween costume though?
Which type of Halloween costume?
Well, whatever
Maybe
you
more specific.
out there in, you're dressed up like a giant banana with a bow.
Oh, you've seen the pictures?
Yeah.
you guys would miss deer hunting for Halloween?
No, that's
No,
what I'm saying.
absolutely
I'd
not
I'd leave
Halloween.
whatever I'm doing
No.
in a costume to get in that tree.
Turn off the baseball game.
And I love Halloween.
Christmas, that's a given. I'm definitely.
What do you mean turn
that-
off
No,
that
yeah,
game?
it's not
That
like
deer would have a
Turn
pass
it
on
off.
Christmas.
I'd like
4-0.
when we were kids. Marley and I went.
Bases loaded.
4-0 bases
Oh, here
loaded.
Marley and I went Christmas morning fishing every year for years. We would meet down
Down the river?
Rainbow Fish after we opened our presents to our families.
Yeah.
And then I would go to Peterborough.
Then you'd have to be home for dinner.
But like
I think I could do in between, like Christmas morning, Christmas dinner. I could probably sneak one. in.
Midday?
How
Yeah, I
young
could
are
see
your
it going in
kids?
13
you
and 15.
like I go to my mom's for
They hungry
Christmas dinner. If I called my mom and I said, Lee, I've got $2 showing up. I've got a better than 60% chance that they may show up December 25th at 4:00. She'd tell me we'll do it on the 27th or January 1st. No big deal. Have fun. Get out there and get them. That's
Really?
one. I can call her right
Craigie.
now. You guys want to do this? Okay, listen. She's probably not watching this. We're gonna do this.
Just live.
To get them out?
Okay, we're gonna say. You ready?
So I was saying, would you take your kids hunting with you, or do you?
My youngest is actually coming with me. Sorry, this year for his first year hunt.
Nice.
And yeah, it's very exciting. Great.
Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. If there's a buck on my camera on December 25th, I might have to miss Christmas dinner. Could we do it on the 27th?
Well, we don't usually do it on the 25th. so,
You're a beauty.
Yeah.
You just proved my point. Thanks, Mom.
absolutely.
Love you.
What? No.
I gotta go.
You gotta keep talking to me.
We're live on YouTube.
Yeah, he was proving a point.
Would you be upset if I missed Christmas dinner to go deer hunting?
Christmas is on the day I hold the fucking turkey day, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, you
Quack.
You can't
Quack.
swear. You can't swear. We're live on YouTube.
You didn't tell me that.
Well, I'm telling you that
Hey,
now.
she's passionate
So,
about it.
would you be
Very
upset? Would you be
passionate.
upset?
made her
That's great. Yes.
I've missed events with our family in the past to go deer hunting, and you were okay.
Yes.
Yes. Are you embarrassed now that you dropped an F-bomb on the show?
No, she meant
No,
it.
bleep me out. Bleep me out.
We're live.
Quack.
We're live. Okay, you don't have to be sorry.
No, it's okay.
But we were
He didn't
having a
warn you.
discussion about missing holidays.
Yeah.
Could we reschedule Christmas dinner to shoot a buck?
Yes.
Thank you. Have an excellent night, Lee.
You too.
Bye.
Mom.
Bye.
Mom. It's mom.
See?
Okay, so I'm gonna call my wife and get the.
Hey, let's
F-bomb
do that one
Yeah,
too.
ready.
get the-
I'm
Might
not
answer the
gonna
same
call mine.
question, and- yes.
No,
She's used to this though.
my son
Like,
is interested in coming hunting. He's
Which is great.
He's a great shot. He loves shooting.
And-
Got him a bow for Christmas last year. He hasn't done
Nice.
a lot of practice with that one, but he also lost his release, so gotta get him a new one.
gosh.
But when we'll go out and shoot the rifles, he's great with the 22. He has shot my pistols now. He's good with those too.
Great.
I did get him to shoot the 12 gauge and the 308.
Nice.
He shot the short barrel 12 gauge first, thumper, because if he could do that, he could handle the 308 no problem.
Yeah.
And I got a good video of it, and his eyes got real wide.
Yep.
But yet I made sure he did it properly, obviously in every
Of
way.
course,
but
of
but
course.
shouldering it properly. Like, all right, bud, it is going to kick
And
hard. I'm like,
I started my
Yeah, you'll
kids
be
the
fine.
same way, just like that progressive.
yeah.
Like go from the Daisy BB gun,
Yeah, it's a
up to
22 LR.
a pellet gun,
Yeah.
to a 22 and upwards. And every year they're kind of like, I don't want to go. And
Yeah.
then finally this year he's like, yeah, I want to go.
Yeah, there you
I'm
go.
Like absolutely.
Beauty.
And
Do you think? What do you think it is? My father did a great job. When I was little, he'd just be like, "You're too small. You'll just whine." And he wouldn't take me nowhere. That lit a fire under my ass. I can tell you that.
He made a challenge out of it.
Well, I was kind of like, well, you can do it. I can do it.
That's my
like I
point.
know you, right? I think the fishing thing came from it was the first thing I could ever beat him at, and I would just watched how mad it made him, and that just made me want to fish more.
Right.
Right? I bet you I took him walleye fishing one time, him and his buddy, right? And I was on like walleye number 22, and none of them had a hit. And I think that's the last time we ever went fishing together.
Made him walk him.
But I was worthless. I can admit that it wasn't a him problem. Yeah. But I don't know that I would. Ash can beat me at chess. Will destroy me at chess.
I don't have the patience for it.
Well, he is.
Chess?
Wait, don't worry. It'll last 4 moves, and he would tell you
played
how
twice.
dumb you were.
That's it.
But he could. He went during COVID, and he was probably 8. He could play chess with me on a board, play one on the computer in front of me, and play a game in his room, and he would go through all 3, and he could destroy me.
You know, in a couple of years, I'm going to bring him to the casino with me.
And as soon as he, and same thing, as soon as he
You
saw
can
how
count, eh,
upset it
bud?
made me, he
Fed off
yeah, but he would play sometimes, and I would think I was beating him, and he was
doing
just
it to be
setting me
nice.
up to do
Just toying with
Before he
it.
crushed you.
unbelievable. And
Just
he,
dangling
at
the
that-
worm.
Right?
Just
You're doing great.
I'm
You're
telling you,
doing great.
within
chicken worm. Here it
within 30 days, he went
Come
from
on.
no understanding of chess to savant, killer.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and I guess we all just click in our own ways, but yeah, maybe I think that I can tell you in my past too that I've had this conversation where I was like, hey, just to let you know, if there's a big buck on my camera on December 25th, that I probably won't be there for dinner. And you know what? Oddly, in all the relationships when they started, they were like, oh no, I understand. Right until December 25th. When I would had my bag
Wait,
and my
you meant
camel.
what you said?
I think that
where do you think?
Yeah.
I totally think too that if you got into a relationship and you were a December 25th guy, or an anniversary, I would if I met somebody. Let's say I met somebody tomorrow, and I said, "Hey, would you like to go out?" And on Friday we start going out, and that's our anniversary day. I'll guarantee you, whoever you are, I'm missing every anniversary forever.
Yeah, you don't start dating in hunting season.
I can tell you right
don't
now.
have kids in hunting season.
Or if
No,
your
your
anniversary
birthday is
if your
June.
anniversary
But
is December 25th.
Here's the other thing. If I was, let's say I met somebody who was really into anything, and they were like, "Oh, I'm a marathon runner, and on Christmas Day I'm going to go do the marathon." I'd be like, "Okay, well, have a great time.
I'll
Well,
cheer for
I'll
you.
have dinner with you on
The 27th.
27th."
But I expect if I have something I want to do, that's the same
I guess in
attitude.
my head, and just if you can't make it on the 25th, it doesn't mean that we're not having Christmas. It just means that
we're doing it a different day.
yeah, we can do it on the 24th or the 23rd or the 22nd, and I'm also very flexible. If there's no deer on the 25th, I wouldn't miss Christmas for maybe, but if he was third day in a row eating off a bait pile, just looking to go to heaven.
I don't know, man.
Smiling and winking at the
I don't
camera.
know if it's,
He-
I don't know if it's
yeah.
tradition to me. I'd let him get past.
Yeah.
It's
And that's
Christmas
fine.
morning.
But and
Christmas
that is
morning with
that
my
is
kids.
okay,
Like,
and
I would
everything
never,
Everyone's gonna have a different answer.
Yeah.
Oh no, and
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you're right or I'm
No,
right,
no.
100%. But from my perspective, you know what, that is the day.
Yeah.
And I have 364 days. Well, maybe not for deer season, but I still have
Couple months else.
a couple months else.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'll be willing to bet on the other days,
But here,
and I'm okay with losing.
That's fine.
how many days of the 90-day deer season do you realistically think that you're going to sit? What would be your
Last year I sat a lot.
How many days is a lot? Though?
For what I could. I mean, that's outside.
Boy, these-
I booked days off. I took a week off for deer camp.
How
That
many?
was a
90
nightmare.
days?
90 days.
90 days out of it.
I'd
I was
probably-
probably in the trees or in the woods hunting. Oh boy, probably 15 to 20 of them I got out last year, and that was a lot.
I'm definitely 7 at rifle.
No, I did the full
Monday,
week of
Monday to Sunday.
yeah.
And then let's throw maybe a couple nights a week, 3 times a night or 3 times a week. Sorry, so I'm probably pushing between 15 to 30. Just for obligations, obviously,
Yeah.
with kids and hockey
And when you have a full time
whatever.
job and
Yeah.
everything else,
Yeah.
I even feel the 15 to 20 that I did. it
I
took a
feel
lot of
bad now.
doing.
So we're probably
Why?
saying like 30% of.
I'd like to get over
hunting
50
season.
in.
Lucky. 30.
I was going to guess 45.
I can tell you that last year, Ashton's
Most
team,
people just can't,
I watched game 1 and 2 of
I
a
can't get to
tournament,
my stand before
Yeah.
and they
dark.
made the A final,
Most
and I
nights.
shook that
Not
kid's
after
hand and said, I'll see you.
Not that time of year.
Good luck.
No.
Oh, man.
Let me know how it is when I get home. No problem. And I went to my tree.
Yeah, with how dark it is by the time I'm done work, get home, take care of what I need to there, because there are obligations ahead of anything else right after work.
Yeah.
Even if my goal was to go straight to hunting, well, I got to get somebody to take care of the dogs, and it's got to be not my time with my kids and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
If it was
Whenever
all
you-
lined up, if I left from work, I would be able to walk in at last light.
Yeah. Half an hour
For
left.
what?
Yep.
So that he won't be there for a few days because I've spooked him because I can't.
Yeah,
be
yeah.
busted
You're in a
in.
bad situation with work. I'm at I'm going to hunt more. The kid's 14. He doesn't even need me. Cook dinner, watch the dog.
See ya.
I gave up. I didn't miss anything for 12 years. Man, okay. So, and I'm just being honest. My old man didn't do very much after I was born. He was my hockey coach, but he quit hunting when I was born. I think he might have went a little bit when I was really young. We went groundhog hunting. I remember he used to go to the moose camp every year and then stopped going to that. He used to go to a deer camp. He didn't even hunt moose. He just cooked.
You just being at camp.
But then, the older we got, the less he did. And I don't want my kid to my birthday is August 12th, and my Ashton was really into baseball, and they had a baseball game, and it's just my birthday. Go do your thing. And you know what? On August 12th, if he had a date with a really pretty girl, totally all right if you missed dinner. Go and do your thing.
Yeah.
Right? I'll see you on the 13th or the 11th.
Big time.
Right? I think that he understands this at 14, that he would be like, I'll walk home from school. No problem. Good luck in the woods. If you got one, have somebody pick me up and I'll come.
Yeah.
Right? I'll let Casey out. Casey will be fine.
Yeah.
Right?
This year was the biggest birthday I think I've ever had thrown for me. You were there for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
40.
Huge. No, 37. But the
37 is a big year.
What? It's been
just
the
how it-
biggest
how it
party
worked
that
out.
was thrown for
Yeah,
me.
nice. That's awesome.
Just because the woman I was seeing, she wanted to make it special.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
Thank God I wasn't born in the fall.
yeah, February for me. So
Like November 3rd.
I don't want to do any
anything.
but most
first
of the
2
time,
weeks
my
of
birthday,
October.
Whatever.
Yeah. I don't care what I do.
I'm pretty
It was
much.
nice to have something done for it, but
I go to work, then I go
never
and I
make
pay
it.
for dinner.
Do you guys make plans? I don't have any plans. I never make
what?
plans
Your
for
birthday?
anything. Nothing for nothing. I
Every
have
weekend.
I have no plans.
I'm not
Always
a
planned.
good
Every
planner.
weekend.
I'm not a good planner.
I'm married with 2 kids.
Yeah. No, there
I
is
did that one time.
There is a plan. Married with kids, there is a plan. I am not a good planner.
No.
As much as I think
I'm a good
am, I will
idea suggester.
I will
Not
drive
good on
wherever you
following
want me to
through.
go. I will plan out when I need to drive and how I need to get there and how much fuel
If
needs
you-
to take,
if-
Yeah.
how much money it's going to take for the weekend, and I
Yeah.
will finance that.
Yeah.
But as for planning and sending the emails, making the reservations, doing this
Not
this
me.
time,
Not
this time,
your
this time.
wheelhouse.
No, because and not to say I'm bad at it, but I probably am bad at it because the last times I've tried to do it,
By
I screw it up.
comparison,
I-
that's where
I-
I'm
I
with
can tell
that.
you
And that-
right
and
now-
that's my wife's strengths.
There you go.
I can
does
pack
that
the truck and drive.
100%.
If I
I'll
made
get you there.
someone's got
if I made plans
Yeah.
for Friday today, I wouldn't sleep for a week.
No, I know that.
Really?
No,
because
the
I'd
way
have,
he's
like-
wired. No,
I would
I-
think
yeah.
for 4 nights what excuse I was going to use to go deer hunting instead of what I planned. I'd go if there
but
was.
you know what the funny thing is?
I'm not
the whole
lying.
time he'd be okay. Well, how do I get it out if I need to? And then
I would-
the
I-
last minute if we had this planned, unless he knows the deer's going to be there, he wouldn't miss out on this because he knows that everyone else is also planning to be here to make this happen, and that means that we're relying on him being present.
He'd
too.
put a page up on
Yeah, but
YouTube and say tomorrow.
No, but
Craigie is hosting the
let's
podcast.
say I would have. You guys could have done the first 20 minutes with this without me.
and then you would have come in
Like
up to your
our
elbows in deer
producer,
blood.
our producer could have got
Boys, you
this
need to
on.
help me carry something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I talked
Our
to
phones would
Chris.
be lighting up.
If
Yeah,
I got 'em.
I would have. I didn't think. I thought tonight I have a less than a 30% chance. If I would have thought it was over 70, as soon as we were done the game day podcast, I would have left here.
Cardboard cutout right here.
Right. Shooting hours end at like 6:52 today.
Yeah.
Even if I let an arrow go at 6:45.
Oh, the phone be ringing.
I would
Right.
Got
I
it.
would have marked a big part of why I didn't go tonight is because it's raining. I would have washed the blood away.
Yeah.
But if let's say it was just a nice night, I would have poked him. And if he would have come in, my plan in my head would be, I'll let the arrow go. I'll mark first blood with an arrow. We'll go get in my truck. I will go do the show. And as soon as that show's over, I'll go out in the woods
We're
and get
going
him.
to find it. Yeah.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. The only thing is, like, if he was out there, there's only a few people that are allowed to know where he'd be. So there's a few people he can call to say, come help me find this thing.
Right.
Right? We have
I can think 2 people, 3 people know who I was. You're the only one who could get back there.
Yeah.
The other 2 people couldn't find it in a million
Mar?
years.
Mar?
He doesn't know where it is.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, no, not
You've been there once.
Yeah,
Could you
yeah.
find where I took you?
Oh yeah.
You could get there if
Yeah.
I'll bet you $200 you couldn't find my tree stand if I drove you there tonight.
Why not? Wasn't that bad of a walk?
No, but could you go there right now and,
Gotta make this
turn my
harder.
trail camera on? Would you be able to get there? Honest to God. Do not say out loud.
I'd never say where it was.
No, but do you think confidently you could
Secret.
get there? It's probably
Little
been
Britain.
5 years since you were there.
Minimum.
Could you get
I
back
don't
there?
know. I don't know if I could now.
See?
Yeah.
So 4 people.
Little Britain.
I know the other, hotspot, giant
Britain.
box
Oh, yeah.
everywhere in Little
Little
Britain.
Britain.
Get a saddle,
Yeah.
climb telephone
Don't
poles.
tell anyone.
Throw in the ditches are loaded. So, but like, I feel like I'm going to get a lot of messages. I'm probably never getting a date again since can't make plans and I'm not going to any.
Not till January.
Yeah. I'm available. Never.
What are you
I guess
doing?
so, but I'm
Hunter
like
Christmas? Absolutely not.
I'm like my family's like always been like that. They've always like, but again, like I played hockey and I missed Christmas to go to hockey tournaments,
Yeah, I've had
Yeah.
right?
I've had a lot of like well, maybe not Christmas, Boxing Day, like that whole after Christmas till like New Year's. I've had a hockey
Yeah,
those
right.
4 days,
Yeah.
and that is what it is. But yeah, I don't think I've ever missed Christmas for hockey.
I've never missed.
sorry, kids
I've
hockey,
never,
not my hockey.
for the record, I've never missed Christmas dinner for deer hunting. I know I've missed
Yet.
at least 5 Thanksgiving dinners for one.
Canadian and American. Consecutively. Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't go to Thanksgiving this year, and I can think of at least 4 other times at the last minute I was like, I'm not going.
Save me a plate.
I didn't even ask to be saved a plate.
Yeah,
it
but
was
I love
basically
turkey.
like you.
He wasn't asked back.
But like,
You knew.
so maybe I'm being selfish, but like this is my jam. I only get so
Is
many
that
days to
selfish,
do
though?
this. Well, like it'd be. It's not like I'm not upfront about it. I just told the
No,
world. Like,
no.
I'm sure you could go back and watch other podcasts, and like, I'm sure there's podcast where the person who I was living with was in the same room as I had this conversation.
Yep.
It is what it is. Like, I don't know that I love anything more as an activity. Like, I'm not talking about my like parents and my kid. Like, I clearly love the dog, but I don't know if there's anything I like more than deer hunting. I don't.
As far as
I
passion
really
goes,
love.
yeah,
I love to fish,
Mm-hmm.
but I love deer hunting
Deer
way more.
hunting is
If
just
somebody
something else.
said you could go deer hunting or fishing, I would sell them
Oh,
my
deer
bass boat in a
deer
second.
hunting.
100%.
Well,
Right?
it's,
Like-
I had this
like-
talk about going to the gym in the fall last year. It's, hey, haven't seen you in a bit. Well, no, man, it's deer season.
Yeah.
And I have the choice between I'm going to go to the gym. Which I love going to the gym, but I can
Or-
be there
I need to
for
go to
an
the gym
hour,
again. I haven't been to the
or-
gym in 6 months.
I'm not going to lie. With my new schedule, it's probably been 6-7 months. For me.
And
I haven't been to the gym in about
and
30
only,
years.
only and, but like I
Never.
want to go
But
back.
it's
back to
if it's the gym for an hour, getting a great workout in, seeing my buddy that owns it, and my friends that go there quickly. Not that I'm going to be super social, but it's going to happen. That or going to the tree stand for a couple hours, even if I don't see anything, I'll take time in the tree.
Oh, I'll spend as much time in the woods as I can.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, other than
Is
my
your
kids.
is your
other
wife
than my
cool with
kids'
that?
hockey. Oh yeah, she's cool with that.
As long as you keep
Well,
getting rid of
sorry.
those coyotes.
Sorry, let's preface that with how far away is the
Oh,
woods.
home
If
run,
it's-
boys.
If it's
Another
out,
homer?
We're gonna get a game 7 here.
If my stand is out in the back 40 behind my
Junior.
house,
Solo homer.
100%.
Yeah. So
100%. If it's 2 hours away, like my other deer camp is,
yeah. Well, that's it. The
a
one
little
deer
bit different.
camp I go to is 2 hours away. The other one is a good drive. I'm not even going to narrow it down, but it is a good drive from me, far enough away that if it's not a day I'm off, I can't get there after work.
That's fair.
In time. Right.
Where I'm blessed with, I'll come home, kids are all good, wife's good, dog's good. Okay,
Great.
I'm going to go out in the back for a bit.
Well, and I mean,
and
you
I'll-
also have to do there. You just had to hang up a coyote for getting real curious with your dogs, your kids, and your chickens.
Yeah, exactly. And,
So-
and that was an easy one, right?
Yeah. Well, he walked
like
into
it. Well, he walked head first into
Yeah.
it.
So a coyote walks into a 22 LR.
Yeah. But that said, other than kids hockey, definitely hunting.
Yeah.
But speaking back to say holidays or family traditions or
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, I'm okay with leaving it. But
Prioritizing
yes,
that.
deer hunting is like, it's so close to hockey. Yeah. But like my kids' hockey is the world.
Of course.
So I am there. At
Are they both in hockey?
practice. They're both in hockey.
Oh.
And of course,
No goalies though, right?
one goalie.
Oh,
One's a goalie. The other one's a defense.
you don't like money.
Right. Sorry, what is this money you speak of?
Yeah, it's,
I've heard
What
good
what
things.
is this?
I've heard
it's,
good
it's the
things.
numbers that are always around all the things.
Heard
that
good
you're
things
doing.
about it. Yeah. It comes and it goes.
They say I get paid.
Yeah, on paper.
Yeah.
So like hockey is huge for me.
Yeah.
And I will give up any time. I will drive to the ends of the earth for my kids' hockey because I'm the bench for both of them. Well, one kind of, let's say, an assistant bench staff. But I
Assistant to the regional manager.
Yes, exactly. But I will drive to the ends of the earth. I will never miss a practice unless it's like super busy. And then hunting season, yes, I'm missing like 3 games, 4 practices, and whatever. And although I'm up hunting and I love it, I'm still in the back of me. I'm going, oh man, I'm missing that
Oh
game
yeah,
again."
you get a little torn.
I always like,
which is fine. But
you know what? Like if I was dying in the hospital and my kid could shoot a 14-point buck, I'd tell him to go shoot the buck.
Send me a picture.
I'd be so upset if he came to the hospital, watch me die.
Oh man.
I'm not even kidding you.
What are you doing here, idiot?
If it's anything for me, I want my kid. Like if I
would
was
be
busy doing
so
something and my
disappointed.
kid had to miss hockey, let's say,
You'd rather tell him go do you.
go do hockey. Don't worry about me. Like if I'm in the hospital or whatever, go play a game. If you got to practice, go to practice. And most of the time, my oldest, he's like, yeah, I'm not going to all his family functions. I just want to go to a practice. So he's that invested with it. But yeah, I would never, like you said, like if my kid is passionate about something, whether he wants to go hunting, whether he wants to go play hockey, fishing,
Now-
whatever, chase girls.
I can also
Dad, I'm
see
busy.
that
I'm
if
like,
I
have at her.
Fill your boots, bud.
Have
it
at her.
wouldn't go so hot. Imagine the language that we use there during a friendly conversation. If I called my mother and I was like, "Hey, I can't come to Christmas dinner. I'm going to the bar," she'd kill me.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
little different.
That's
Right?
different.
Yeah.
Big time. Yes.
How are you making that a priority? Right? She
Yeah.
should tune you up.
maybe you're in the Cougars.
Like Ian's clubs.
Like he's got a set of clubs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm addicted to deer hunting. I'm like,
There's worse things to be hooked on.
yeah.
Smell of deer pee and
Oh, I love the smell of doe piss. Oh, it's my favorite.
Is
Oh,
that the smell in the back of your truck?
I don't know. I'm kind of
Oh, I
fond
don't-
of cinnamon buns personally, but
I'm not even kidding you. I'm a connoisseur. I can smell. I go to like
it's a good year.
the hunting store. I can smell the good stuff.
2012?
I can smell the good stuff. I'll bet you that
She's an
I could be a CEO because I could 100% pick the synthetic away from the real stuff.
Just by taste.
Just by yeah,
Just by taste?
no
Do
problem.
you swish it? Like
So you know my wheelhouse,
he is not
Yeah.
to swallow.
yeah, yeah.
right?
You get drunk.
I'll burn up a week and a half holidays in the wintertime ice fishing.
That's crazy.
You got to get him out there. You'll never make it.
Listen,
I'll never do it. And
Listen.
I'm done asking.
if you did 2 sits in a deer blind and saw one deer, you'd never ice fish again.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, there's a
Never.
good-
Quack.
No, you'd be selling your ice hut.
How many-
your
how
little
many-
cute little rods?
How many times did you go ice fishing last year?
At least once on the weekends, and whatever holidays I book through the week.
How many fish do you think you caught?
30, 35.
How long that feed you?
I don't take it home. My wife's allergic to fish.
Oh my god!
It's my
So you
that's
really
my
love
hobby.
it.
I love it.
Okay. Well, there's your
Really?
answer.
What is it about it?
The peace, the quiet, the cold,
I don't even know. It's the peace.
the smell.
I don't know. I love fishing. Like I love open water fishing,
Yeah.
but there's something about ice fishing. I just love it.
I think that
Love that.
Good for you, man.
Love that.
Yeah.
as the days go on through the deer season, I become more motivated. That's like I hate losing.
That's a real nice.
I
way to
don't.
say it.
I don't love
Oh, for
winning.
sure.
Like winning doesn't really bother me, but like it like I lay in bed at night
Thinking about it.
and just like where could he be if I was him?
If
Well,
I were a
and it-
deer,
I do the same
If I-
thing.
if
I
I-
wonder. I wonder who he's thinking about right
Yeah.
Like,
you never call.
so
what he's
how
doing.
fu-
Should I call him?
I watch. I
gotta call
can
him.
say that I
gotta call him.
barely watch any fishing content like. But I watch a ton of like really dry, boring deer science videos. Like I don't watch deer hunting.
Boring to who?
Well, it
Not
is-
boring to you.
No, it is.
Not the deer scientist.
Like, but like I also know, like if you want a university degree, you got to read the textbook.
Yeah.
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 I feel like I have to watch these
Or
really
cheat.
dry, and most of the time it's just to get like a hint of like
Oh, that one
information.
tidbit.
A little
that
bit.
one
Just
tidbit.
like
100%.
most of it is just BS. But there is some interesting things. I watched. There's a young kid. I shouldn't say young, 20 something. He's in Tennessee and he's given up 2 years of bow hunting to fly drones over deer. He's like
Yeah.
on, but he's like got a drone up and he can't hunt and fly a drone. Like he ethically, legally he can't do it. But he will like go with his buddy, have his buddy walk into the woods while he films watching like thermal in
Just
the dark,
watching them move.
watching the deer move and how far they move and how they react to this and
Learning.
what they really do. And then when you see that stuff, like that changed the way I hunt. Right?
Mhm.
I would have no like I even thought about like sitting on like one of the trails and trying to get them bumped to me.
Yeah.
Right? Like
I've
you
got-
know what? The best deer hunters I've ever met are the most creative. They're not just sitting in a tree over corn.
Yeah.
Like they'll bump bucks on purpose
Oh,
to
that's
go
why-
and set up
That's
for
why
he'll
dogging,
come back.
That's why we used to dog so much.
Yep.
Hunting, I love dogging.
I've never been dogging for whitetail in my life, and
it's
every year I
so
think I'm going to
exciting.
do it during the late muzzleloader season.
It's
Like
so
just because
exciting.
it's getting close, I never do.
The camp that I go to, most of the properties up there are camps.
Yep.
And the property just to the north of us, about 3 years ago, they were dogging, and I'm convinced the reason that the buck that I got was because it was like a war zone. Like it just dogs barking, gunshots,
Oh,
side by sides, everything,
so
everywhere.
exciting, man. That's
And I'm sitting in a spot, and it's a beautiful spot. They have nicknames for all the locations on the property. It's a good
course.
sized parcel. The spot that I sit, they call it cardiac
okay.
because the hill you got to go up.
Straight up.
Yeah, it gets the heart pumping.
Right.
A lot harder when you're dragging 200 pounds of deer with you too.
Did
let
that
me
like
tell
2
you.
years ago. I know
But
exactly. what
this
you're talking about.
this buck walked in. I was about to call the sit for the day. I had sat that morning, nothing. I was sitting that afternoon. It was cold. I was exhausted. I was going to go back in, get some food, come back out for an evening sit. So took the earflow off, set it beside me, rested the gun, binoculars down, turn, take one step down the ladder, and I hear something over my shoulder, and it's footsteps, but I'm convinced it's that damn red squirrel again. He's been busting me
Usually.
for a couple days now, and
A
I'm
blue jay.
about to
Yep.
show him what a 308 does. I am done with the
Which
squirrel.
is usually the last Sunday
Yeah,
hunting
yeah,
season.
yeah,
Yes.
right. You were tag soup. So I'm like, oh, so I look, and that's deer. That's a buck. Scramble back up the ladder for half a second. Completely forgot I need to be quiet, but he didn't. I wasn't super quiet climbing those steps back up, but didn't care. And I'm convinced it was because he was so focused on getting away from the noise from
the
them
dogs.
dogging north of us. And I mean, I'm now at the south edge of our property, so he's made it a distance, but you can still hear them off in the
Sure.
distance. I think he's still just being driven away. He's not moving fast. but
He's just moving.
Yeah. And then he kind of slowed down, and there were some good sized trees between me and him, a lot of oak and maple in there. And grab the rifle, bring it up, like, oh, you're a pro, put that back on, and I'm waiting till I've got a line on him. And he's only about 40 yards from me. And he stops, and there's a big, big oak tree covering all the vitals. And I'm lined up, and I'm waiting and waiting. I'm like, I know you're going to step forward. So I just lined up where he was going to be. And sure enough, he's sniffing and looking for acorns underneath the tree there, because he finally came to a rest. And then he stepped forward, and he went maybe 10 yards, did a front flip, and that's as far as he went.
Beautiful.
And then my phone rings. My buddy, was that you? I said, yeah. He's like, did you get it? I got a buck down. You need to get here now. And I'm not moving because he didn't make it far.
And that's cool that he was, I won't say bumped, but he was
driven
pressured.
to me.
He was
Yes,
pressured.
exactly.
But yeah, like Ian said, like
But dogging. I'd love to
bumping. Oh my god, like that's how I started hunting when I was 8 years old with my grandfather. I was obviously not carrying a rifle at that time. I was with the dogger, and so like we were 4x4ing ourselves through the bush, pulling these, or sorry, not pulling these dogs. These dogs are pulling us. And I remember just being like a 9-year-old, a 10-year-old, sitting underneath a tree with another, either my grandfather or my grandfather's
One of the other
buddies.
guys. Yep.
And it's just dead silent.
Oh, yeah.
And then all of a sudden
Yeah.
yeah. And you're
Beagles?
going, okay. And then they're louder. And
What were they running?
Beagles,
Beagles,
couple hounds,
some hound
whatever.
dogs, yeah.
some mixed
Bassets
hounds.
or something.
And then, but you hear that in the distance, like
Blue tick.
Yeah. Blue tick hound, yeah.
and you hear this crash, 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 and then that's when you hear the click. Safety goes off.
Yeah.
And even though the dogs are still
Showtime.
200 yards, 300 yards
Yeah,
away,
the deer are way ahead of that.
you can hear. And then you see your grandfather lift the rifle up, and you're a little kid going, what?
Showtime.
Right? And that's a moving target, so completely different than
Yes.
than sitting over a bait pile.
Yes.
Which is now what we do now because everyone's old and we don't want to walk through.
Well, it's also the
Canadian
easiest
shield.
way to get a clean shot on something that's perfectly
Oh, there
relaxed
was a lot
and
of
staying
lot of deer
still.
missed. A lot of deer missed
In a
during this
drive?
time.
Oh, yeah.
But also at the same time, just probably way more exciting because
Yeah.
when you're sitting in the stand, that deer shows up and you might hear it, you might not.
No.
I've had deer just ghost
They
up.
are-
Right? They're just like, holy,
Where'd you come from?
you're huge. How did you just,
Yeah.
magically come
Floated across those
floated
leaves.
across?
Do you
right?
think that there's stages? Like, I'm not even sure
What do
how
you mean?
long I've bow hunted for, but like the guys who I originally started hunting with,
Yep.
all of them hunted bait, and all of them are late season guys.
Okay.
Like really turned around when the snow fell. Not
Okay.
big rut guys, not early season guys. I feel like as I learned more, I'm so glad I have this. Like when I started hunting, I had no idea what I was doing, and I have it all on video. I remember the first time I ever saw a buck. Here's another thing, and I was thinking about this the other night. I don't register information until I see it myself. It took me so long to catch a fish on a jig, right? But as soon as I caught a fish on a black jig, I was like, I got this now.
Yeah.
Right? Like there was confidence in that it worked. I remember, I'll bet you I hunted 3 years before I even saw a buck. The first time I ever saw a buck, I had my phone up and I was reading my phone and I looked and there was a buck behind
how to kill a buck.
Yeah. Got it.
and I looked up and I was shocked. I have the footage and I'm sitting in the worst tree and I'm skylined and I don't know what I'm doing and I like horrible. And I went every day to the same tree and I sat there. Right? And I kind of had it in my head that if I sit here long enough, it's got to happen. I'll see one. You know what? I'll bet you for the first 5 years I hunted, I just wanted to see a big deer.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you now that I like when I go, I expect to see big deer.
Yeah.
Right? I know where they live.
Mm-hmm.
They all live in the same place. They practically live on the same thing. And it's playing chess. At this part of my life, I don't really want to hunt on my corn pile. I want to have a corn pile. I want to
them in
know.
the area.
I want to know who's there.
Yeah.
But that isn't how like. I shouldn't say never, but that's not the way to shoot a giant. I want to shoot like you might shoot a big giant after the rut
That's where your
who's
buddy
starving,
stands.
right? But like I feel like I want to go and get them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I want to go and see them. I want to see one bedded so bad. I've never seen like with my gear.
Like you want the chase.
Like I think I just want to like I would love to stalk one. I've been watching a lot of videos about guys who stalk whitetails,
Yeah.
right? and I don't know if I'm there yet, but I think that if I could find like, I don't think that bucks, like you hear this, they bed in the thickest cover. I don't think they bed in the thickest cover. I don't think they bed at all. I think they bed in a place where they can see the most and you can't sneak up on them, and they have the advantage of this. And if you just move really slow, you're probably walking by deer.
Yeah.
Potentially,
Right?
yeah.
Well, how many times have you been walking in the woods?
I don't
and
think they're in the-
bumped one
like-
from 10 yards.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but I don't think like that buck during the day is not in the thickest. Like, how do you run out of the thickest cover? You can't. You're
No,
like,
because it's thick.
right? You have
hard
a
to get in,
rack
it's hard to get out,
to
yeah.
negotiate through. I think they're in a spot where the wind is falling in their favor. I don't think they sleep very much. I think they could be underneath a one single cedar tree and just get in there, lay down, have 20 minutes.
They're hold up. But I think they have, I don't want to say 360-degree view, but they
it's
have
all but
this,
60. They have about 300 degrees.
They got a little bit behind them that there's nothing coming up from behind.
Very
them,
small
whether it be
blind
a
spot.
rock pile,
But
whether it be
they have
a-
this
a
funny
still
thing where they can
brush
turn
I can
Yeah.
remember when I started bass fishing.
But I mean, I think that's where they're holed up. They're
Yeah.
I want to say in a corner. They're not in a corner.
No,
I
but they
mean,
put
they're-
themselves somewhere
they're
advantageous.
here, right?
And they're on
it
their
could be a
they're
thick
on their
spot.
they're on their feet. Like again when we're talking like the cold weather, like I don't think that. I think that you're like, let's say you go to a fishing tournament, and right, and the average you bring in 13 pounds, and the average weight is a 17-pound bait, right? You're just fishing the wrong spots. And I think that a lot of people who are just hunting the wrong spot. I'm not hunting anywhere that I used to hunt. And if I hunt that area, I've used like knowledge of the past where I was like, man, I saw a lot of big bucks on camera in nighttime. So here's what I do. Let's say you get a buck and he's there at 2 a.m. constantly, right? You need to backtrack in your head. How long? Like 40 minutes of walking time for a whitetail. Let's say he gets up. That deer last night, he got up. I'll bet you in that 41 minutes he walked less than 100 yards. They're not like,
No, they're not going.
They're not marathon.
if anybody's seen a deer go through the woods, I walk faster. Like,
Oh yeah, no, it is
That's
a
why
pretty
they're silent.
leisurely
Like-
pace.
there's quite
Well, that
possible
would be-
that there's, I will tell you this
But
right
they're
now.
always- they're watching.
Let's,
everything.
I saw a deer, a
And
buck
listening.
one time,
Yeah.
right? And this is when I learned, shout out to Dave Barisell and his father-in-law, John. There is a property where you might see 15 deer in an evening. I would go in October. They would let me just go. Whenever I might see 70 deer a week. Like, I didn't shoot so many bucks just because I wanted to continue learning, and then I would run out of deer. I've never had a good December spot. Like, even where that buck is now, he'll never be there in December. Up at Dave's, they seem to leave the property first snow, gone.
3
You might-
weeks
they
from
might-
now, when the pressure's on, what
Yeah.
we're seeing now won't be.
I think they are. I think that they're just in, like, they're just,
Spot dependent though.
I don't think they can't leave. Like, they're there. They're just like, even like, I don't think that deer are nocturnal all the time. I
No,
think
but
you
that's
see
my
them
point is
more.
they're going to change their
So
habits, their
let's
time
say,
frame, all
so
that.
that deer, I saw a
I think
deer
they're more
walk to
frequent
the,
at night, only because there's less.
probably
I
more
wanna say less-
comfortable.
Yeah.
more comfortable. Yeah, there's less pressure.
but it doesn't. It just means he's moving slower during the day. I watched
Yes.
a deer
Yes.
one time stand beside a tree and look out into a field, maybe 60 yards from me. I have this on camera, and he stood there and he stared, and he never blinked and he never moved, and I have it all on camera. And he just stared into the field, and he didn't turn his head or anything. And I would have never seen that deer there, but I saw him walking up, and then I lost him for a minute. And I can tell you that there was times where I looked at him, not through the camera, and I couldn't see him. And then I'd
Okay.
look at the camera and I'd be like, there he is. Like, what? He was so blended
Statue.
in. Like,
Yep.
after about 40
Coyotes
minutes,
do the same
after
thing,
about
man.
40 minutes, he
Grouse.
looped back,
I'll be looking at
walked
you,
up the field.
open the
Right?
shotgun, put a shell in it, look back. Where'd you go?
Yep.
That's a grouse. If
So-
you blink,
I've
where'd
done
that
that.
go?
I've done that with
Think-
coyotes.
think of this,
They'll sit
though.
on the edge of grass field and just sit there.
Yeah. The
And
only
if
reason
you-
they're not extinct is because they're
Let's say
so well
Only thing I
camouflaged.
can see is their breath.
here's how I think of it. A deer gets up Like, let's say shooting hours end at 7 o'clock. At 6:30, the bugger gets up. He stands up. He might graze a little bit where he is because he probably bedded near food and water. Needs food and water.
Sure.
Right? So is he in the thickest stuff? Probably not. He's probably within, I would say he's within 50 yards of some kind of food source, acorn tree, so that he can get up and eat. Because they're burning energy as soon as they get up.
Yeah.
Right? So
Till
he
they're in
may
the
get
rut,
up.
and then they're
He
never
may
eating.
get up, walk 10 yards, eat a little bit,
Yep.
then go over to a water source, which may just be a puddle. He may have picked this bedding area because there was a puddle there, and he's drinking out of the puddle till the puddle's gone. But let's also say he spent 10 minutes because he heard a squirrel, and he stared into the woods for 10 minutes, and he looked, and he went, oh, I guess we're all right. And then he
Yeah.
walked 30 yards, and he stopped again, and he went, I smell cheeseburgers.
Ian, I smell Ian.
Right? And then he
Smells like
walks, and then he walks,
Dopey. Ian
and
here.
let's say he walks another 40 yards,
Yeah.
right? And it took him another 15 minutes to get there.
Yeah.
That means that buck has traveled less than the 75 yards, and it took him a half an hour.
But you know what?
They're
many
not in a
things-
rush to go
No,
anywhere.
No. It's not like they have to be anywhere on a certain
He's
time.
not doing like Iron Mike did 7 kilometers during the rut one time.
Yeah, but they go.
The rest of the time he was right there,
Yeah.
right?
You just never seen him.
No.
No.
So if your bait is the main food source, just like a cornfield, and he feels comfortable there 4 minutes after shooting
He's not
hours,
going to go a kilometer away
doesn't-
from it. He's
no,
gonna
is
find
it
somewhere?
no? What? He's probably within like 50 yards of it,
That's my point.
staging, waiting for the sun to go down to do his
Till he's
jam,
comfortable to
to
go jam.
allow you
Yeah.
to leave.
Yeah.
Any buck that's made it to 4 or 5 has bumped a hunter
If you've seen
or
deer,
watched him climb out of his
a
tree.
lot more have seen you.
Oh, 100%.
They'll watch you go by. Like if you don't piss them off enough that you bump them, get them out of their
100%.
spot. They are there. They are watching you. But like you said, like they don't have a schedule to go by. They will take
No.
their time. I've sat and watched a baby porcupine climb down a tree, go through some tall weeds, come out to my bait pile, sat there for 20 minutes nibbling on an apple, and then sauntered over and he goes back up the tree and then he has a nap. But I mean, he's doing it on his time. He
So
doesn't care.
let's say
The deer are no different. They're
you're-
just doing things as they need to, how they need to.
For sure.
you have a buck every night at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Shooting hours end at 7 o'clock.
Yep.
You think in your head, like, I would backtrack that buck. I would, honestly,
for sure.
Here's what I would do. I would go and take my boots and I would soak them in mature buck piss. Synthetic, of course, here in Ontario. Like, it's the only thing you get. I'm just throwing that. You have to use synthetic. I would coat my boots in there. I would walk his trail during the day, 12 o'clock, and I would walk until I've got a gut feeling that if I was a deer, I'd bet there. Then I would climb up that tree and I would sit there. And even if I didn't see something, the next night I'd go another 100 yards and I'd climb up that tree and I'd sit there. Right? And then I'd keep doing that. And I'll bet you that 5 hours of walking is less than 5 kilometers. I'm going to give that bugger a kilometer an hour, and I can, in an hour and 14, I can do 10.
The other thing is,
We think as
that 1
humans,
kilometer is not a straight line.
no.
No, that's it. That's it.
So we think as
have
humans
things
like-
they like and they don't like, and
I
they'll stick to
we get up and they walk. Like, because that's what we would do.
Meander and move, and they don't like to be skylined. They don't like to be stuck down in a gully. They'll walk
also
halfway up a hill.
Path of least resistance.
Yeah,
You know, you're not
yeah.
going to go from here to here. You're
If
going
you're
to go
carrying a
this is
camping
ways
chair
you're gonna go.
over your head everywhere you're walking, you're not going to go, I'm going to go through that raspberry patch right there or
which
that
is
thorn bush. No,
right
I'm
after
going to
there's a
find
straight up
right over
cliff.
Yeah,
No,
right.
you're going to
Yeah, yeah.
figure the path
They are
of least
trying to save
resistance.
energy.
Yeah. Because
I think they like the high ground when they're walking,
They do.
and I think they like the low ground when they're sleeping.
Yeah.
Right? Because you got to go down to them,
Mm-hmm.
which means you're making noise.
Yeah.
And while during the day, the air is still dropping.
Yeah.
But at night, the air rises.
Yep.
Right.
Right? So if he's down in the valley, good luck sneaking up on him because every direction you come,
Yeah.
you're filtering into him.
Yeah.
Right? So like lots of time day beds will be up high.
Yep.
Or night beds will be up high and day beds will be down low.
Yeah.
Like You just have to re-go the path and hope that you got the right. And like, if you're nervous about bumping them, you just set a camera up.
Yeah.
As soon as you know where he's coming from, it's like bucks will get nervous around corn or bait piles, right? That's also why I stopped making piles and I lay it out over a big area
Spread it
so it
out.
looks more
spread
like
it out.
it's more of like a grazing at it rather than a pile.
Rather than a Thanksgiving
Right?
plate.
Yeah.
But like,
Oddly enough,
just
mound.
Corn,
Yeah,
apples, carrots,
right?
molasses, acorns.
Yeah. Every night. For
radish.
some reason.
so, like,
This again?
I think that he like hunt. If anybody's out there getting into bow hunting, hunt on your way to food.
Yeah.
Just cut them off. He'll never look up walking down a trail that he's walked every day. But
Unless
when
you
he
give
gets to the
reason
corn
to.
pile and he's 4 years old, I'll guarantee
He'll
you.
look up.
Well, he's probably busted somebody here. He'd be with his buddies dead. You got to
They watch
like,
the horizon all the time.
but I don't think they don't all look in trees.
No.
But when they start looking in trees, they become a menace
Good
because
luck.
they're looking at every tree.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's
Right?
the same reason like we were talking about what was the there was a podcast talking about it. Was it the University of Georgia that did the study on deer about their vision? They don't have as much visible range in the red spectrum as us. That's why hunter blaze orange is like brown or black to them.
Okay.
But they see blue 20 times better than we do. So if you're wearing
Yes.
blue jeans,
Bears
you're a
too.
disco ball in a tree.
Yeah,
the
it's
same
where they
reason
can find
say-
blueberries.
Yeah.
Bears see blue. Yeah,
Well,
blue.
just blue in
bears
general. The
see-
sky.
And yet, take your great grandfather who wore his blue jeans and his red plaid jacket. And
But
his,
Here's
funny
another
part
where they're
thing.
at and just went
one
in
of the,
and
one of the reasons
slaughtered
that they
12
say you
points
shouldn't
all
use like
season
regular detergent on your hunting clothes. One is the smell. The other is what do most detergents you use say? They make your brights brighter, your whites whiter. But what color is the soap?
Oh yeah, white,
It's blue.
blue.
Yeah.
It's a light blue.
Ooh.
Because we don't have the same visible spectrum. Blue reflects light very efficiently. So we see the colors that it's coating essentially. And it looks brighter and cleaner to our eye. To them, it's neon.
Right. Interesting.
UV, they see UV too.
Very good in the UV
So
range.
don't wash your stuff during hunting season.
Don't wash your stuff in regular soap.
Dopus.
Dopey, yeah.
So-
Ian's dopey. Like no, but just there is soap you can buy for your hunting.
Oh,
gear.
no, and I do.
But
And I
don't
do.
use like your
But it is green though. Like,
downy
it is
fabric softener that's blue, green, any of those
Yeah.
because it will reflect more light.
But the scent-free detergent I get is green. It's
green, not blue.
Bright green. It's not blue, but green is a combination of blue.
Do you really think that, like, here's the thing too.
I don't know. Maybe we're getting too scientific. for
yeah,
this.
yeah. We
Yeah,
need help.
Clear detergent only.
Yeah.
Here is the
Water.
scientific
Yeah, exactly.
part. Play the wind. Don't worry about your laundry.
Way more, yeah.
Right.
But because I mean, how like you said, how many old boys
I-
sit there in blue
I don't
jeans,
believe you can-
a plaid jacket with a cigarette hanging out of their mouth,
Okay,
and
but-
they put monsters on.
Well,
the wall.
let's quickly talk about this.
And-
I nose jammer. I have great video last
Yep.
year of a doe that is 10 yards away from
Yep,
me. I'm
I use
sitting
it.
on the ground. She is sniffing and she cannot smell me.
I put my
and
stuff
I
in
don't-
that bin with the cedar, and I coat it with nose jammer.
So, I'm a big fan of nose jam,
The boat-
but I
boots
do
smell like me.
believe so. It smells like a natural vanilla. It's
Yeah,
overpowering.
yeah.
It's over. So what happens is that they get sniffing, and the more they sniff, their nasal cavity just goes
Just
crazy.
fills up.
It's like taking a big handful of pepper and shoving it in a hound's nose. He can still smell. He just probably can't tell the difference between like the bomb and the cocaine.
It's just overloaded.
Right, like, right,
Coffee.
like,
Which is important.
Yeah.
he knows
knows
he can
it's
still
there.
smell. That doe can
Yeah.
smell.
Yeah.
She doesn't know if she likes the smell or she doesn't like this smell.
But there's other scents
Now-
you should avoid, like lavender and mint and things like that. Like,
But
they
I
like
don't
those
know. You
naturally.
don't-
They
you don't
avoid
think so?
those things. They don't like lavender.
So here's another thing.
Neither do ticks.
If you were like from 1940 to 1999,
Mhm.
I think that any deer that smelt a cigarette would run for his life.
They were
Now-
sheltered back then.
No, but but everybody smoked.
Yeah.
Which means every time you ran into that
That's a human.
situation, there would be a human.
On the other end
Now,
of that cigarette.
the population smokes so less, right?
Yeah, but
that
now if it smells like Fruit Loops because someone's vaping in the tree.
But here's
Is that minty mango?
Just
What is that?
apple flavor. Bring them in.
if you're a smoker, I would recommend that you smoke in your deer blind, and that
Get
you
'em
will
used to it.
see. Nope.
Do you hear that, kids? Start smoking.
No, I don't think. But here's the thing: if I still smoked
Goes
at
in.
this part, I don't know that I would care about not smoking. Just because I think that deer smell that smell so little now that it's more of a curiosity thing. I think too that within 10 years, any deer that smells vanilla is going to run for its life because they will have been trained that vanilla is humans because of nose jammer.
Okay.
I really believe this, and that we'll be onto a new product, and that nose jammer will go through a cycle where it doesn't work as well, and then it
or
does.
they'll have to change their formula of.
But it will
it's
work again in
mint
the
or it's
future.
Lavender.
Again,
or it
the
is-
deer that are here today are not the deer that were around when cigarettes were,
Right.
a trigger for them. Because
No, but they would have been, but
they were
moms
conditioned
would have
then.
been conditioned
Yes.
that if you, I'm going to tell you a real story. I was sitting a long time ago with Amber and a ground blind at Dave's house, and we were turkey hunting, and a black bear and its cub come out in the field, and I've never seen a black bear and a cub come out in the field, and this is a big cub, probably 150 pounder, and she was probably going to toss him any day now. He was big.
Ate it.
He's ready to go. Yeah.
Amber was having a meltdown, and I was like, no, I'm not scaring them. I want to film them. I have it on film too. And I love that I have all this on film.
Yeah.
Bear comes across, right? I lit a smoke because I used to smoke, and I was like, as soon as she smells that cigarette, she's going to run. I was like, do not fear anything. As soon as they got downwind of me, she barked that cub, and before they hit the woods, she was ahead of the cub. She stopped, and when he ran by, she swatted him in the back end enough that he did 2 turns and then ran into the woods. From that moment on, I was like, she's conditioned that cub right there that if you ever smell this, to run.
Get the hell away from me.
That's human.
Yep.
Yep.
She was probably old enough too to be like in the cycle of cigarettes are bad, or she's had a bad encounter with smell of cigarettes and was passing that on. I will guarantee you that does train their little ones that if you smell,
they learn to react
such,
the way their mother or
run.
father does. Yeah.
So
They're afraid of that. I should be
think
afraid
about
of that.
this: if you go out Chinook salmon fishing, all those Chinooks live 4 years, then they die. Why would a hot spoon from 5 years ago not work again in the 5th year when none of those fish out there have seen it?
Right.
Yeah.
It's true.
It doesn't make sense. And this is a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like some spoons go out of commission for 15 years and then all of a sudden they're the hot
Bang,
color
This one
again.
works again. Yep.
Now, I think that we give animals and fish a lot of credit. If you have a buck that's walks around trails looking in trees and doesn't go
he's seen
around
some
corn,
stuff.
and you're never
seen some shit.
Yeah.
shooting that deer.
Yeah.
You
1,000-yard stare.
right? He is
Or
going
not from a tree.
no right. I
Dig a
think
hole.
that
Literally.
here's another thing. If
Stay on the
you
ground.
if you
Ground blind. Ground blind.
if you have a 9-pound largemouth bass that lives in Rice Lake and he doesn't ever eat any fishing lure because he's been caught or he's got away so many times, you're like, just leave that fish be. Go catch other ones. Like there is a point in a box. Like I think that some bucks you need to just move on. He's not like. Or this week he's not like there is
Ian, which buck hurt you?
Like
which buck?
there is points.
No one can catch that buck. Shut up.
Let's,
Time to move on.
like there is.
What's his name?
There is bucks. Like I'll never forget the Steve Renault story about him watching the mule deer. So I'll never forget. I'll never forget this, and I'm going to take this into. Every deer is drive is to stay alive.
Yeah.
That is the most important thing.
Yeah.
They're in the rut. Renella's up on a cliff, right? Man, you got to do that cam again. He's up on the cliff. He's looking over a big open patch, right? 2 does come to the edge of the field. There is a pile of coyotes this way. No, behind in the open field. You can hear the coyotes. The 2 does run across the open field. Nothing happens. Big mule deer buck gets to the edge of it, stops dead in his tracks, watches the does running across the open field during the rut. Renella gets his gun out, puts his round in, watches the buck. The buck looks at the does. The buck turns and goes back to the coyotes. Why? Because in that buck's life, it is safer to deal with them than it is to go out there in the open because somebody shot at him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right? That's more dangerous.
knows that's
It isn't
dangerous.
even
Yeah.
worth that tail running away from me. I will find more of them and I can outrun the coyotes.
Yep.
For sure.
I'm going this way.
Yep.
Sure.
They're just educated in that way. If you have a deer who waits for you to get out of your tree stand and watches you, like there is deer out there who just you're never going to shoot.
Untouchable.
Like they just by three,
smart.
they had busted 4 people. They had nowhere the people get out of their trucks.
Just like any
like
animal,
I
think,
really
right? Like a dog. They're
But some dogs are geniuses, and some dogs are the stupidest thing you've ever met in your
yes,
life.
also true. But I think given how animals, like, they're not going to school and they're not necessarily being taught other than their parents, their mothers, their fathers,
Their environment.
their environment. Like, I'll take when we first moved into our house, I had so many squirrels getting into the attic. So many squirrels.
Not enough rounds.
Right. So every day after work, go inside the house, grab the 22, take care of a squirrel or two, every day for about 2 weeks. Started thinning the herd. I would literally pull down the driveway, squirrel, like I mean hundreds. Like I was farming them at this point.
Jesus.
Until after a while, those squirrels started thinning out. Every time I pulled down the driveway, those squirrels saw
They'd
my
scatter.
truck, gone.
He's home.
Gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because all of his buddies were disappearing.
I think they
Whenever
become
you're
conditioned.
They became conditioned to every time this black truck rolls down this driveway, it gets
Bad things
loud,
happen.
and then my brother and sister are going bye-bye.
Explode.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think with deer, like you're right, you get shot at 1 or 2 times, or you smell that particular smell.
You
cigarette,
associate
you
it.
hear an ATV, you hear.
I don't even think the
Whatever.
ATV the scariest. I think shutting the ATV off is
Yeah.
the
Why did it
No,
stop?
but I mean,
Right.
a
An
truck
example,
hitting park.
yeah, an
right?
example, right?
The sound of a safety is more worrying to them than the sound of a gunshot.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was little with my mother, I heard click bang, and then
Yeah.
mom was on the ground.
Yeah.
And then I was with my brother the next year, and I heard click bang, my brother's on the ground. If I hear click, I'm going.
I'm going somewhere where I hear bang.
Now, before we wrap this up,
Yeah.
I also want to say every buck is shootable during the rut because they're
Oh.
stupid.
Dumb.
And even that buck who is the
So full of
smartest and the
testosterone, they're
truest,
not thinking straight.
Dumb.
he is dumb. He is man. One time I up where you hunt, 2 does. I see the 2 does coming and I hear a buck grunting.
Barking in.
I get the bow ready. The does come. The does busted me.
Yep.
Not
He
him.
didn't care
He
that they
was going.
blew.
If I and they just picked a bad spot to come up, and they walked into me, and they blew, and he ran off. He wasn't going to come 5 yards from my stand, and he would have never. You could have weighed them down, and he was coming.
Yeah.
Right.
They got love drunk.
So even
right?
Yeah.
They got
Yeah.
love drunk.
on
nice way to
during
say
the
it.
rut, when you know the rut kicks on, no matter what the weather is, they will rut at the same time every year on the property you are hunting, no matter what. This has nothing to do with weather. You'll just see more deer. Here's another thing. If you have 30 does and 3 bucks, no matter what the temperature is, you'll never see those bucks because there is no challenge or need to go out there and find them.
No.
If you
They
have
got a group.
5 bucks and 3 does, you'll see bucks all the
100%.
time. They'll be on their feet running all the time.
Yeah.
Think about that. And just during the rut is the best time.
Yeah.
Sit on the ground,
Your
sit
best
in
chance.
a tree,
And the bucks,
just
I mean,
sit.
early in the rut be good
right?
too, so they're not just completely
Sit on doe trails,
burnt out and
heavily
gassed out.
used.
Yeah, well, I mean, you'll see a big, thick.
They're
buck
gonna mix
at the
up.
beginning of the rut where he's big, he's heavy, he's
Oh, yeah.
like, his neck is all swelled up.
He's all neck.
By the end of it, he is so
Pooped.
emaciated,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just spent.
Well,
'cause
and,
they're not eating; they're fighting.
They're
and
But
fighting
I've
and-
watched,
and
I've
loving.
watched
Yeah.
calling and grunting,
Just spent.
and rattling
Rattling.
deer works better in the mornings than the afternoons. Do you know why? During the rut, if he's been on his feet chasing does and he hasn't eaten in 3 days, and he fought 4 times this morning, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, he's less likely to travel another 700 yards to fight again.
Yeah.
He's tired. Now, all night long, when he's had a bit of a rest period and the pressure's off and he feels more comfortable, you have to remember too, when dark comes for deer, I think that it's like an energizing thing. Let's say, better example, just to explain this, you're in a pool. There's 50 steelhead in the pool. 20 of them get caught during the day, right? When you go in the evening, you're less likely, it's not hot fire unless something changes in the weather. Now you take that same pool and you're the first guy there tomorrow morning, you'll whale the
fresh.
snot out of them.
Yeah.
Why? Because 12 hours has passed and they're not thinking about, don't eat the green row bag,
The pressure's off.
right? Like Henry I don't know where he went, but he's gone. I used to think of them running the river as like D-Day and like, keep going, keep your mouth shut,
Turtles when they're
just go.
hatching. Seagulls attack.
If you just make it to the sanctuary. And I was thinking about like the neighbors, like, don't fish on, right?
Yeah.
Come on, like maybe that, like, I don't think it's really like that, but in my ADHD head, that's what I used to imagine was going on. But as humans, we're trying to just make it like, I used to in the past try to think like a buck, but I was thinking like a human would think if he was a buck. I think that I've like matured and spent enough time that now I'm leaving those human ideas behind, and I'm seeing more bucks because I'm starting to think like, where would I bet if I didn't want Jordan to sneak up on me?
If I didn't want me to kill me.
Right?
For sure.
Lots of times.
If I were me and you were...
I think
me.
I started seeing more deer as soon as I started thinking about where is the safest place to be. What, right? Like,
Oh, for sure.
What's trying to kill me?
like,
Yeah.
Where are the majority of the people? What is going on here? And I think they're like so. If you think the answer is here, the answer is more like they're here. Why? Because like everybody's here, right? It only makes sense. So I want to get away from people. So you're going to head to the people? No, you're going to go where the people walk by you. It's that kind of breakdown that'll make you see more deer in the future.
Well, and that's like you said, like trying to think like a deer scouting. Scouting is the most important thing about hunting.
80% of the job is preparation.
Right? So I think you're right. You got to think like a deer, not just think, oh, hey, deer's like food. I'm going to sit over a bait pile.
Yeah.
No, you need to know where.
Lots of does. You're going
to see lots of
You're going to learn a lot. Like me sitting with that little spiky buck, I let him go, but I thought it was my buddy marching down the trail. He was stomping. Like I looked at like, you are so young, you don't even know how to tiptoe yet.
Right.
No one's taught you not to stomp your feet.
Right.
Yeah,
And then I
yeah.
sat there and I watched him eat, and I had like, it was a pile of corn, carrots, apples, molasses, and a bag of acorns that I picked, and I sprinkled them on top. And he sat there and he ate every one of those acorns like they were cherries on a sundae before touching anything.
I watched
He
a video
ate
the
them,
other
and then
night.
he walked away. I was like, okay, well, I learned something.
50 pounds of corn, 50 pounds of carrots, and 50 pounds of peanuts in Tennessee.
Mhm.
The does preferred the peanuts, and the bucks preferred the corn, and the bucks wouldn't touch the corn till the corn was gone. Then they started eating
I
peanuts.
think it's also a product of where they are. Like, you're not going to get deer near a bunch of cornfields with corn.
Oh no, and that's my problem at where I am. Like I have alternating corn and soybeans.
Yeah. Throw some apples and carrots in there.
100%. Because
I've never had them eat carrots down here.
I've watched them eat carrots up north,
Oh, I've-
but
Up
not
north,
never
but
carrots,
there's like
never-
you can feed them
never
alfalfa
pumpkins,
bales, and
nothing.
our deer. I put alfalfa out one time in the wintertime, and I thought, oh, I've just come like across magic. They bedded in it. They wouldn't eat it.
I mean, hey,
They
it
would
worked.
not. But here's the
You
thing:
made them a bed.
the deer down here. Why would you eat a bale of hay when you can just walk to the next concession and eat 1,000 acres of corn?
well,
or-
and that's
or an
my
apple
and that's my
orchard.
problem where I am because
Yeah.
I'm surrounded by
So-
apple fields on
What do you-
walls.
I've been
what are you
watching
making it
videos
worth their
on,
while with?
and they're feeding deer in the states
Radishes.
on
No, it's more molasses.
Yeah.
in the grain.
Cubes.
That's about it.
beef cubes.
We did a test with a pumpkin.
They
and
wouldn't eat a
molasses,
pumpkin.
and
They won't touch my
the
pumpkin.
bear loved it. The bear loved the pumpkin.
The bear originally didn't eat the pumpkin.
No, he licked all the
molasses out,
Yeah.
and then took him days to come back and
eat the
finally
pumpkin.
eat the pumpkin.
because there was nothing else for him.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't, like, he had claw marks in it. And I think he just didn't know what to do.
No, I
And I've never seen a deer down here eat a
Yeah,
peanut.
some
But if
people
you go
swear,
up
"Oh,
north,
put a pumpkin out there.
but you gotta admit,
sit it
like there is
Unless they're living
more
off pine
feed
all the
down
time.
here than there is up north. Like
Yeah,
they're
absolutely.
living off
Up north-
acorns and pine needles.
Pine needles
And down here
pine
they're
bark.
living like they're living
Kings.
off.
Oh yeah, they got a
Think how much-
apples and corn 100%.
But think about how much corn and
we're surrounded by
soybeans
apples.
end up in a
Molasses.
field because the
Mineral salt.
the combine missed for 1 second.
Yeah.
Or the wagon was just a little, and when he turned left, he dumped some off
Or
the
you,
top.
you didn't get a clean pick on the bean field, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and then
So-
the geese are and they're competing for beans with deer because hey, there's
And the
It's
crows.
just
Yeah.
like it is where you're hunting, but they all do the same thing. They all bed, they all need water, and they all need to eat,
Yeah.
right?
and not get
it,
dead.
And
Survive.
I used to sit for days on the same spot. I think that the most exciting thing about the saddle is that you can move every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like any tree is an available tree, and
Just about.
If I do 50 days,
big enough
if
to
I
work
do
out.
50 days sitting this
Too many
year,
branches, whatever.
35
Yeah,
of
way
them
more
are scouting
options.
days. Just
Yeah.
trying to see, like, do you know what it like?
And every time you go up a tree with that, you're going to get faster. You're going to get more confident.
But even if you see a deer cross at 700 yards away, the next day you can go 650 yards closer.
Yep.
Like, it's just putting the pieces together. It's playing chess, right?
Yep.
What does Ashton learn during chess in a month? That I do the same thing over and over again. And even when I try to change it, I'm eventually going to go back to my original
Your
pattern.
safety net.
Your habit.
Right? Deer are no smarter than us. And if they are, you'll never shoot that buck unless he's in the rut.
So don't worry.
Boys,
about
we
it.
got to wrap this up. We're getting super late.
Well, it's 6-2 right now.
Jays look like we're going to bring home a game 7. Like if they could fall apart here at the very end, but it's looking good for a game 7.
But we're in the 7th.
Guys, before we let this go, let's wrap it up. Let's get each person give a final thought here. I like final thoughts.
I think it's been a good talk. We talked a lot of hunting today, but I mean, it is deer season.
It is
It's
deer
deer
season.
So
season.
we did talk about, life and priorities and how
Prioritize deer every time.
everyone's going to have a different feeling on that. But yeah, I mean, as long as, you're clear about it.
There's
Won't hurt
other
your
fish
feelings.
in the sea. There's not always
Exactly.
12 pointers.
Yeah.
I think I've ingested so much hunting.
You're practically a pro.
Do you think it makes you excited to go? Like, do you want to get a hunting license?
I think
now?
I want to.
yeah.
If I just do it like once, just to see
just to
what
get
it
tags
is.
for us.
You get
I
to-
mean,
well, like
come with us.
like I would also if you're a new hunter, I'm going to tell you that a crossbow is the way to get into archery season. But
Not a-
everybody out there, if you really love being in the woods and you really enjoy deer
Get out there.
and compound bow hunt,
I couldn't hunt with you
why?
because I'd feel like an idiot.
Why?
You're like the walking book of knowledge here on deer
Yeah,
on
but,
whitetails.
like,
So you're saying you'd hunt with me? You saying
But
it's
it-
no, I
only-
wouldn't hunt with any of these. I'm like, I'm going by myself.
No, but that
you're
is
gonna
a
learn.
terrible way to do it. Like
Yeah, no,
I
you
just
gotta
didn't
start
have
with
like
somebody.
Yeah.
I had lots of guys tell me who liked to deer hunt.
You didn't know how to
I
change the
didn't
oil,
know
but your dad
anybody
yelled
who
at you
wanted to
for
like
I wouldn't want to go
life to deer
in the
hunt.
bush with him and get that eye.
Would I? No, I'm not like that.
Bull.
I would never take a newbie hunter anywhere they could mess up enough that I would be upset because it is on. I wouldn't take
Even
Ashton.
if you
Like,
Then I wouldn't want to
I-
waste your time. You're like,
but
not a
you're
waste
not
of
wasting my
time.
time
No,
at
no,
all.
no,
Zero.
no, no, no.
Like
no,
you know what?
absolutely,
If you go
encourage
and
to
get
be
you
out there.
the course and like you can get a crossbow for $400, like brand new one.
Mm-hmm.
You watch for them on sale. You got one for $3. You can go and sit in my ground blind. I'll help you. I'd be so I'd be more excited if you got a deer than I got a deer.
That's
Just
why
not-
I'm
just
excited
not
about my
his
son
deer.
coming.
Yeah,
just not that.
Just not that deer.
Yeah.
but I wouldn't.
Got it yourself.
I wouldn't. no. But I wouldn't take somebody where I like you could mess up. Like if,
I wouldn't expect
if
you
I
to
had
take me to your
if I had a
spot.
14-point buck that I was
Well, I'm
chasing
not gonna say
around,
you
I
have to
wouldn't be
bail.
like, all right, Ashton, come and talk through this so that for the next 10 years I can be mad. Like me knowing that, like that's on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I've taken him lots of times where like I knew does were going to show up, and he got Ashton's seen tons of deer,
Yeah.
right? But he if he's like he spooked a bunch of does one time, and before I got to the truck, they were back on camera. Like,
right.
but if there was a buck showing up all the time, I wouldn't take a 6-year-old to yell at him.
No.
Like that's stupid of me. It's not the kid's fault.
What do you mean you
Yeah.
brought your phone and a bag of chips?
I did bear hunt one time, and I was in a tree stand with a woman that I lived with, and I looked over and she had Pringles, and I was like, oh.
I thought we were hunting.
You know what? I think that's the moment I realized that
This
she
is not
hadn't
gonna
heard
work.
any of this conversation that would have gone on at home,
Right.
like for years.
Yeah.
Pork rinds.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Right.
Final thought, Craig?
Good
Or was- yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Hunting license for
for next year.
no, you could have it by next Friday.
Yeah. Go do the course.
Done. No problem.
You do it online now.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Do
you
your
want.
test
I
online.
would-
go to Service Canada.
I'd recommend
You could
doing
be
a
in the
class.
woods next
That's-
Saturday.
Yeah.
No problem. Would like.
I would absolutely
It
recommend
takes a while to
people
get
take a
your
class.
your
That's
PAL.
just me. Because you will learn a lot more having somebody.
In the hunting license,
Yeah.
you got to wear so many inches of orange.
400 square inches. Is it?
You have to wear
Regardless,
like it's
just. I would recommend
you'll
people do
be
it in
fine.
class.
I think
You
there's a
don't
good
have to.
chance that I'll put more effort into getting it.
do it,
Like,
Just do it.
dude. Like
And if,
like
if you got no one to go with, literally just go get it and go sit.
yeah,
Just go sit.
I'll hook you right up. I took Marley a trail camera today. I care more about Marley's deer than Marley cares about Marley's deer. He was like,
Because that's also.
he's
Ian's
like,
deer.
I don't. He's like,
How do you like that deer I got you?
he was like, all my bait's gone. There's still crap everywhere, and I have no trail camera pictures. And I was like, I will bring you a brand new Spy Point camera. Shout out to Spy Point for hooking Marley up.
Yeah. By the way,
because he doesn't like
my camera shows your camera.
yeah, he doesn't like cellular cameras.
Here's a picture
He's
of your-
old school.
He likes the old one.
Right?
You gotta go get the card out of it.
And I was
Yeah.
like, I'll bring you a camera. He's like, no, it's not a big deal. I drove the camera. I put it on the duck boat and texted him. I'm like, there's a camera on the duck boat. Make sure you get it,
Go
out.
put it out.
Let me know it's there.
Yep.
Right? Like, I don't think you can be a successful deer hunter and half-ass it. I really don't think you do. And that is why the
dumb
guy,
luck happens, but I mean,
but the guys who consistently get big deer, it's because that is their thing.
Mhm.
The guys who
They put the time in it.
consistently get big fish,
property.
that I can tell you that I don't do as well fishing, but I don't put the effort in. I'm just happy to catch fish.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be on the water.
Yeah.
I've earned that in my
Yeah.
fishing career to not be like, I'm going to pre-fish for 48,000 hours. I'm not setting hook, but on tournament day, I'm getting them.
ripping lips.
Yeah.
I'd rather just go fishing. And I'd rather, I don't want fishing. I'm deer hunting will never become what fishing became because I'm always going to have fun because like I care more about the hunting than the filling the tag.
Yep.
I just want to go every day that I possibly can. I want to learn as much and I will shoot the buck that when he shows up and I see him, I go, that's the one.
That's him.
Yeah.
Right? And if I don't get that feeling, I'm not shooting. Final
How
thought.
about you? Yeah.
Final thouts. Great to see everybody again.
Yeah,
It's
man.
been a
Thanks for
while.
coming,
kind
dude.
of MIA for a bit, but
like
no,
it.
I think this was great to obviously we got hunting season coming up, so not coming up. It's here.
It's here.
To actually talk to everyone and get their
Yeah.
perspectives on prioritizing, deer movement, deer tracking,
Hobbies
etc.
outside of it.
Hobbies
Priorities.
outside of it. Yeah.
Life.
So no, this was great to actually have a good long conversation as opposed to just maybe a 10-minute conversation in
Yeah.
a truck or talking in
Yeah.
amongst a ball
Okay.
game or
Yeah.
a hockey
Yeah.
game where you're starting a conversation and then it goes somewhere.
There's a
sideways and-
lot of good knowledge in this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Hunt
covered
the
a lot. I
Hunt the
feel
back
like,
corners.
I feel like we could
Pinch
probably
points.
cover
Hunt the
a
pinch
lot
points.
more.
If you-
We could keep going here.
If you
but,
got a pond, hunt
oh,
the
for sure.
pond.
It's
They
already
all
been-
try to drink.
For sure. So yeah,
Think
final-
about it.
Final thoughts. Yeah, it's great.
It's good to have
great,
you.
Great to be here.
Thanks for
It's
coming.
fun.
Yeah, man. It's good seeing you again.
My final thought is, do what makes you happy. You know, if deer hunt's your jam, do it. If Christmas is your jam, have a wonderful time. Don't let anybody tell you can't do it. Be open and honest, and even when it doesn't work out, go deer hunting anyway. Thanks for watching the show. Remember to like, subscribe, drop a comment if you're on the tube, and if you're listening on Spotify and iTunes, tell a friend for us. Rate and review. Give us a 5. Awesome show. Thank you, Mr. Producer Man. Roll us out. It's good to see you, folks.
Night, everybody.